Well, hello everyone. How are you guys doing? I am so tired. It's Friday. We just got like the news we've been waiting for like a couple years now. We finally have the new game that No Man's Sky, the Hello Games developers, the people who make No Man's Sky, the new game they're working on. Oh God. Guys, I am so pumped up. I'm so excited. I am so exhausted. I stayed up till 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, a.m., cutting videos, doing stuff, checking things. Oh, and then I woke up like, a couple hours later because, that's what you do. So I am exhausted. I'm gonna probably be terrible today, but the other thing is, we have a new game that Hello Games is working on. It finally announced, so we know what it is. We don't know when it's coming out. We don't know very many details, but at least we know what it is. Now, we also have the Expedition replays started today. So guys, if you don't know, we have the, usually at the end of the year, we have a replay expedition, so you can go back and finish off an expedition that you might have missed, or maybe you weren't playing No Man's Sky at the time and now you are and you want to go back. We have those going out right now. So let me get over to the web page. That way you guys can see what I'm looking at. Oh, sorry. Seriously, man, I am so freaking exhausted. So let's jump in here. So we'll do that. Boom. Oh, my face is not there. So starting today. Oh, that's not big enough for you guys. So let me increase the size of that. That way you guys can see it. Boom. So we have Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Boom. No Man's Sky replays are happening. Today is the 8th. So we have Utopia Expedition starts today. The big difference is they only go for 1 week. Usually they go for 2. These ones are only going for 1 week. So from the 18th or the 8th until the 15th, that means today until next week, Friday, we have the Utopia Expedition. Then it is the 15th through the 22nd is the Singularity. So the week after that, next week starts the Singularity. Singularity, woof. And then the week after that, 1 week later, we get the Cartographer Expedition. And then the last one we get, oh my God, I am hiccuping, is the Voyagers Expedition, starts on the 29th. So, guys, I am excited to jump in and see what they got going on. Let me zoom this back out. That way you guys can see what I see. Boom, boom, boom. Fit the screen. And then, boom! We are going to start a brand new game. We're going to start the Expedition replays today. Hopefully we can get it done. They lowered it down. They minimized it to a week, so it should be pretty fast to do. I say that without knowing what the heck is going on. It might not be. Vector 22 through the 29th. So we can, when we start in a brand new game, it should let us see what's going on. So boom. Community Expedition. Undertake a time-limited expedition for special rewards. This is Expedition 9, Redux Utopia. I was hoping for the Mass Effect frigate missions, Eva. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing that, because now what they did was they took the older expeditions, but they're changing the rewards. So theoretically, going forward, we might see a brand new expedition, and it might have some new items in it, but it also might have some older items in it. Is this the last one on the list? I don't know what you mean by that, Scott. This is the first one of the replays, so we're going to go through the rest of December doing replays, one brand new one every week for the rest of December and into January. So we're not gonna be timing me because I am exhausted and I'm probably not gonna do well today, but we're gonna go through and we're gonna kind of see how hard or how easy the expedition replays are. I have a feeling they're gonna be easier than they were the original time, because usually when we do a fresh brand new expedition, they give you like a month and a half, maybe 2 months to do it. Now we only have a week, so they need to trim it down. They need to really trim it down to make sure you can get it done in a week. Scar says, will you be joining the Leopard Empire in in light no fires. Bunny army, basically. Hey, dude, I saw that trailer. I want to be part of there's a bunny race or a rabbit race, whatever you want to call it. There's a badger. There's wolves in there. I saw a polar bear. So there's going to be a lot of different animal races you can play as. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. Mike UK says, Jason, is it a coincidence that the current expedition has a dead space station? Really? Maybe. It might be. I have a feeling, Mike. Because they trimmed it down to only a week, I feel like that new space station update is coming out sooner than we think. I think it's coming out pretty quick, and so they just needed a stopgap. They just needed something to fill in for the next month while they finalize it and get it prepped and ready to go. And I'm sure they're probably going on vacation because they've been doing a lot of work the last few months, weeks, years. So they're probably taking the next few weeks off. That way they can have 2024 all wrapped and ready to go. Anyway, let's jump into the new Expedition replay starting today. Again, remember, it starts today and it only goes for a week. You have 1 week to do this, you guys. So get in there and get on it. Don't put it off because everyone says, oh, I'll get to it later. You get to it later and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have 2 hours to do it. Oh, my God. Baymax says, I'm praying that Light No Fires will be on Game Pass. I mean, maybe. I don't think it will be at first. It took a long time for No Man's Sky to go onto Game Pass. I mean, maybe Xbox is looking to cut a deal and say, hey, look, Hello Games, we'd love to have that on Game Pass. How much would it cost? Because if you didn't know, if a game goes on Game Pass, it's free, quote unquote, but you have to have a Game Pass subscription for it. And in order for that to happen, the developers have to agree to that, and they usually get paid out for it. So they say, hey, Jason, here's $1 million. We'll take your game and put it on Game Pass for 6 months or a year or whatever. We'll make a deal, and so we're technically paying the buying price of it, but we want more people to play it. And so I'm sure it depends on what price point, because you don't want to kill your game by having no sales because it's on Game Pass, right? It makes sense for like Starfield because Microsoft owns Starfield and they want you to get Game Pass. But Hello Games is an independent studio. They're their own thing, so they probably don't want to lose those sales. We will give you $25 million to put it on Game Pass. Dude, I don't know what the price point is. I mean, maybe $25 million is the price. I don't know. Let's get in here. Now, I did download the new update this morning, so it might get a little frame ratey because I am playing on PC, and whenever there's a new update, the shader cache has to rebuild, and so it generally gets a little frame ratey, like the frame rate drops constantly. It's a little like stuttery. John says, I hope Light No Fires is on all major platforms, not the Switch. I don't know. When looking at that trailer, it looked very, very lush, very, very like dense. Like there's a lot of trees everywhere. Like in the distance here, you cannot see any trees. In that trailer, you would see trees on these mountains. That draw distance was crazy, crazy good. And so I have a feeling they might not be. Oh, I'm a purple geck. This is the best playthrough ever already. Already the best playthrough ever. But yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the trailer, it is like No Man's Sky looks like it is limited compared to that trailer. This is barren. Like there's nothing here. And in the trailer for Light No Fires, there's trees everywhere. It is so packed full of foliage. It's crazy. So before we get crazy here, let's look. Make a base. Craft survival essentials. Okay, so life support gels, blah, 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 battery. Upload a base to the Utopia project. Deploy any exocraft. Locate and repair your ship. Travel by exocraft. Register success on the first planet. So, I have a feeling we're going to have to feed these little animals here. Let's grab that. No visor installed. Really? Oh yeah, we don't have anything, huh? Oh my God. I got a terrain manipulator, but no scanner? How is that even possible? Wait a minute. I cannot build a scanner? What? Okay, we don't even have the recipe for a scanner. I'm guessing we get that later on. All right, well, let's build some of our basic building blocks. So they want us to build batteries, life support shells, that kind of stuff. Let's do it. I can't scan anything. Oh, yeah, listen to that awesome... I forgot what the expedition music sounded like. It's been so long. Old Explorer says, Jason, I have to say the trees at the start of the mission sure looked detailed, dude. I don't know. I mean, you can't take the trailer as, like, default gameplay, depending on your platform, depending on circumstances, because there's a lot of No Man's Sky trailers. You look at it and go, holy cow, that thing looks really good. And then you play it and you're like, I mean, it looks okay. It looks decently good, but not as good as that trailer was. They definitely pick the ideal situations for a trailer. And I mean, you should. You're trying to show off the best part of a video game. And so they probably chose a location. If I had to guess, they probably went to that location, walked around a little bit, let everything load in first, and then recorded the footage. That way everything was loaded in. You didn't have to worry about draw distance or anything like that because the game had time to get everything all situated. But it still looked so good. Even, I mean, look at, even now, if I'm running around here, there's not a lot of trees. And I've been here for a while. It's just, yeah, it looks like they've been working on that game for 5 years, and it definitely looks like they've put in a lot of love and care into Light No Fires, for sure. 100%. Hello, Ricey Starship Emporium, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you for the raid last night. Very much appreciated. I am so exhausted, Ricey. I stayed up all night cutting videos, videos about trailers, watching the trailer repeatedly over and over again because I'm obsessed. I can't stop thinking about it. It was definitely it was definitely like addicting. I couldn't wait to get in there. What do I have to do? All in a base, open the inventory. Oh, I have to make a base. What? I have to make a base. Do I have any materials? I have a base computer right here. Why didn't I do that earlier? I thought I had to go get like chromatic metal. I'm not paying attention, guys. Sorry. I'm half asleep. I'm gonna blame it on sleep deprivation. And I bet you there's someone already claimed this part of it. Oh no! No prior claim. Let's do it. We're not gonna. We have to upload it. Son of a. We have to upload it. Okay. My game hasn't updated yet. No expedition yet for me. Rob, what are you playing on? Are you on the Switch? Because I saw that it's on the on PlayStation. I've seen it. I've seen people post about it, and also on Xbox. But I don't know what platform you're on. There we go. Boom. If we're gonna upload it, I'm going to. Oh, dang it! I'm going to actually build a base if we're gonna upload it. I don't want to be too embarrassed by my Bob box. Oh. And wait a minute. Do I have enough for a door? I do not. So instead, we're just gonna make an archway. That way I can. Oh. There we go. That way there's at least a little bit of a what would be considered a doorway. Oh my god. You know what? The first thing I thought of with the Light No Fires, they had base building. It looked like they were building bases just like in No Man's Sky. I hope and I pray that they give us a build camera, because that's the only complaint I have about Valheim is that there's no build camera. It's such a pain in the rear. Such a pain. Gotta open this door a little bit. I put the door on the wrong side. Idiot! Alright. I got the analysis visor. I should now. Yep. Okay, now I have an analysis visor. Thank you. Boom. I can scan stuff now! You just suck, Jason. That's true, Beeblebum. That is true. I'm suck. I suck, and I am sleep deprived a little bit. I cannot speak coherently, obviously.
You're breathtaking.
What?
You're all breathtaking.
Gazoodle! Very much appreciated, sir. 07 for Gazoodle in the chat. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah. Dude. Yep, Hanukkah started on Thursday, yesterday. So Hanukkah started yesterday evening. We have Christmas coming up. We have Kwanzaa coming up. Happy holidays to everyone who celebrates whatever you celebrate. I'm all for me, I love everything because amazing food, amazing people, you're celebrating stuff. I'm all for it. Whatever you celebrate, I'm down. I don't care, man. I'm all about it. I will do whatever I need to get some good food. The B-side says, at least you get the trailer showing while it's still nice and early for you. It was 4:30 for me. Dude, 4:30 for you? It was like 2 o'clock in the morning for me. Oh, I was up. I told my wife, I ended the stream last night. We were watching the Game Awards. I literally walked out. My wife said, oh, did something happen? Because I heard you screaming. I said, yeah, we got a little bit of news going on, so I'm going to probably stay up late. And she said, oh, okay, make sure to get some sleep. I crawled into bed like at 3:30 in the morning. And then I wake up at like 5, you know. That's how you do it. You wake up at 5 after going to sleep for a couple hours. 4:30 a.m. I mean, see, people, you're so tired too. You don't even know you can't even get your times right. What about the Great Serpent Christmas? I will do that as well. If Starfield, what's her name? The serpent follower in Starfield, the Russian lady. She wants to make some good food. I'll go for it. And subscribe, yes. What do I gotta grind? I speed run. It's easy then, dude. I mean, yeah. At the same time, I need to. Oh wait, there we go. Backpack refiner, beautiful. There we go. What am I doing? What am I doing here? What do you want me to do? Oh, install a bolt caster? What? Okay, that's kind of. They are really like. Okay, it's been a while. Maybe I just don't remember it. It's like. The step-by-step instructions are very, very, like, noticeable all of a sudden. Like, they don't even give you a chance to, like, miss it. All of a sudden, everything's glowing. I'm like, I don't remember selecting that. Maybe they're more aggressive because it's only a week-long expedition. They're like, look, no messing around. Just get it done, but, man, just get it done. All right, you know we have to organize our inventory. It is a detriment, but I have to do it. My light just turned off. What is going on here? Light! There we go. Sorry. I have lights in here that are not working correctly for some reason. There we go. There we go. Move this over. Let's make a bolt caster. I believe we need nanotubes, but let's look. Let's look. Bolt caster. We need 3 nanotubes. Well, thankfully I got a whole bunch of carbon for that. There we are. And Kevin Dufresne, thank you so very much for being a member for 5 months, dude. Very much appreciated. 07 to you, Kevin Dufresne. As long as I can be a toad in Light No Fires, I'm game. Dude, I didn't see any toads. However, they had a lot of races. I saw a goblin, so I don't think it's out of the question. I just don't know if it's in there. We had, again, we saw a badger, we saw a rabbit, we saw, deer. We saw a whole bunch of different animal races. We saw humans, of course. You could be a human if you'd like. So there's a whole bunch of different races you can choose from. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I need to craft ammo. Man, I forgot all these missions, dude. It's been a while since we've done this one. I forgot how to do all this. And I'm easily distracted, obviously, so I'm not paying attention. Need to make a whole bunch of ammo. That way we can take out some sentinels. Got to craft the essentials. Do we have any life support gels around here? Nope, we do. We have hydrogen over there. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to progress along here and see how long it's going to take. I will be cutting a guide to put up over the weekend for anyone trying to do this quickly. But I mean, they're kind of self-evident, and especially it feels like they are very, very blatant with their tips now. It feels like they stand out more than they used to. Like they are all about it all of a sudden. All right, make some of that. There we go. Life support gels. I've done that already. Boom. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself, just in case it doesn't register. Because I've had that happen a couple times. Life support gels. What? Do I need carbon? 100 carbon? Okay, okay. That's what it is. I remember this BS. You have to be near your base and everything costs more. Okay. I do remember. I'm having flashbacks to this nightmare of a expedition. Time! No pineapple pizza time. Disgusting. I thought you would have wanted to be a pig. I'll be a pig. You know what? I don't know. The rabbits in the trailer looked pretty cool, I gotta say. But if I had to choose one animal to be, probably a badger. The badger is probably going to be the one that no one chooses anyway. So I would be a badger. I'll do that. Badger it is for me. I mean, of the ones we know, maybe there's another animal in that in the categories and I just don't know about it yet. And I'll be that instead. If you could be a shark, I'll be a shark. That would be awesome. Get a shark race. That would be cool. I don't know if they have any fish races above the ground, I guess, or the ocean. Shared bases increase crafting availability for fellow settlers. All right. So I guess we're going to be doing this. And I have a feeling they purposely made it to where we're doing this one because the Light No Fires is all on one planet. And it sounds like, and we don't know for sure, they haven't confirmed it or not, but it sounds like we're sharing our discoveries just like in No Man's Sky. So if I find a tree or a plant that no one else has seen, I can register it and it's my thing. I found it, I've identified it. And our bases are all shared as well. So if I'm running around and I accidentally run into like Beeblebum's area, like where he spawned up, I'll see his base and be really, really jealous because he knows how to build and I don't. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of shared items between No Man's Sky and Light No Fires. You can see a lot of the inspiration that they've used for both games. Jason's bad base. In the water scenes, there look like an otter character. Ooh, I would take an otter character. I would take an otter. All right, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, now we have an exocraft, but I'm gonna need, yep, metal plating. I knew that was coming. Let's put this one in here, moving this over there. That way I can kind of get it kind of organized here. Beautiful. Do we have enough for metal plating? We do not. Let's get some metal plating going. Again, I will, man, I'm gonna use this stream to kind of get an idea and a feel for what I need. That way when I make my my guide on how to do this quickly, I'll be able to share all of that stuff. So yeah, we're kind of learning and doing all this stuff. Old Explorer says Jason's bad base, aka Alcatraz. No, you can escape easy. That's the problem. You can get out of there really quickly. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a whole bunch of. Wait a minute. Actually, we should be pretty close. So we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm almost. Let me get some more. Boom, boom. That should be enough. And I mean, sure, we'll make the little rover, and we're gonna get rid of it. That way, I can build it somewhere else. Yeah, I might regret that later on, but right now we're gonna use this. Speed runs, Jason. Speed runs. I don't know if we're gonna be doing speed runs because, again, the expeditions are only gonna last a week, so that gives you like maybe a couple days to get a good run going, and then it's like, well, do it as fast as you can in a couple days because you're not gonna have a week or 2 or 3 to warm up and get a good one going. So I don't think so. I mean, maybe we do some really generic like speed runs, like whoever does it the fastest. I can show like next week we'll do like a couple of streams of, hey, this is as fast as I can get and just be as good as possible. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Oh, if there's a dog race, maybe I'll be a dog. Oh, in Light No Fires. We saw a either a cat or maybe it's a wolf or a whatever race. Maybe that's what the race I'll be. I'll be a dog or a wolf or whatever. I don't care. Oh, that would be cool. I feel like we're going to need copper later on. That's why I stopped for that. Let's go to our ship. Now, we're going to need to repair our ship, so you need the standard parts. You're going to need your dihydrogen jelly. You're going to need a hermetic seal, metal plating. You're going to need all that kind of stuff. So it would behoove you to probably grab that on the way. You know, I'm mostly talking to myself. There is a wolf person, yep. So something like that, I'll take that. I did a breakdown of the images of what I've seen in the trailer. My cute dog, yes, very awesome. I did as well. So, and I have a feeling there's going to be stuff that I missed, that everyone missed. We're going to have to watch it a few more times because it was more of a, hey, look, I need to put out a trailer as quick as possible or a video as quick as possible. So I watched it a few times, and then I also did it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sure I missed something. I'm sure of it. We're not gonna pick all of these because they're just exploding constantly. So I'm just gonna get rid of them. Get the oxygen. Condensed carbon. I saw that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Get all that. And a bear, like, man. Yes, dude. It feels like their theme. It's very fantasy, very like medieval, like shields and swords. There's not any guns as far as I know, so I didn't see any, like, not even a musket or anything like that. Like, there was no musket, but there was a big staff, so there's gonna be magic in that for sure. So it's very medieval fantasy setting, because sometimes when you go to fantasy, they're like, oh, they have a musket that you can use or a little like flintlock pistol. I didn't see any of that in the trailer, so there's none of that as far as I can tell. Or maybe they're hiding that. They're waiting for a later day to reveal that. I don't know. So a big staff means magic. Yes, that's all it means. Beetle Bum.
That's what she said.
Big staff means magic. Let's make one of these. Nope. We can refine that. I think we need more dihydrogen, so let's grab that while we're here. I know it's everywhere, so let's grab that. 99? How are you that far away? I have a man in my class who can curse and do blood magic or whatever. Dude, I would not mess with that guy. I wake up all of a sudden like at 2 o'clock in the morning with your chest hurting because he has a voodoo doll of you or something. I hope that the Light No Fires has multiple saves like No Man's Sky. I have a feeling they will. You'll be able to create multiple characters. Now, I don't know. I mean, they said Sean Murray said it's a massive open world, like the first true open world. That to me says there's no limit. Like it's almost like a Minecraft map. It's just you have your different regions and stuff, but you could just, if you walk in a straight line, you'll never reach the end. Now, he didn't say that. Sean Murray did not say that, but that's the impression I got. Because they're using the same procedural engine as No Man's Sky. And we have unlimited planets. We have millions and millions of billions of planets. And they're all very large. Like, it takes you hours and hours to walk all the way around a planet in No Man's Sky. But there's millions and billions of them. Can you imagine if you took all the surface that they ever made in No Man's Sky and just laid it flat? Like every planet, if you made every planet flat and just put it down and make a gigantic map like that, it's probably unlimited. I mean, I'm sure there is a limit, but you could run for years and years and never get to the end, probably. And that's the impression I got from him when he was talking about it. Like, look, it's unlimited. There's no walls. There's no invisible barriers. It is just keep going and going until you get tired because you're never going to reach the end. It will take you years and years to do it. Effectively unlimited. Yeah, so it's not like true unlimited, but yeah, if you start walking, and maybe there's gonna be someone out there who says, I'm gonna find the end of Light No Fires, and they just keep walking every day as a stream, and they'll be at like 700, 800, 1,000 days of walking to find the end. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got some, I don't know if we need these, but I'm going to grab them anyway. My cool little purple Gek. I'm excited. It's not all the time I get to be a Gek in the expedition, so I'm excited about that. At least starting out. I don't like to change my character in the expeditions. Like, I know you can go to the space station and you can customize your character, but I like going with the default, whatever they give you. So if they give me a Gek, I'll just stick with it. Or they give me a, a Viking, I'll stick with that. All right. I think we also... Do we have to get an animal? Because I remember that was one of them. You have to tame an animal and ride it for a certain amount of time. Build a base. Adopt a companion 1. Eliminate hazardous flora. Do I need to ride my... Do I need to ride it? Document plant life on the 3rd planet. That's very specific. Acquire multi-tool upgrade. Record an underwater creature over 50 kilograms. So there's no riding on an animal. Discover creatures on the final world. Okay, so we're scanning not just regular, like, I think before it was like, oh, scan 26 plants or whatever. It looks like in this one, you're not scanning a total number of planets. You're scanning specific ones on specific planets. I already made some. What? Is it not working? Really? It's not letting me. It's not letting me make a... Oh! I can't read the big red writing in front of my screen. That's why. I can't build it outside of a base. Son of a... Oh, well. You know what? Excuse me. I'm gonna run all over you guys. I'm tired. I know. I gotta read the red writing in front of my face. I'm old and tired. I'm half asleep. All right. There we go. Give me an upgrade. That way we can knock that one out. We get a multi-tool upgrade, please. Nanites. I bet you they probably made it to where it's very, very... Like, the odds of getting an upgrade out of a damaged machinery are very low in the spawn planet, I'm sure. The expeditions are only a week long. Are you still going to post guides for each phase? Please still do that. I will be doing that, Rebel. I will be doing that. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this stream as like practice. That way good. There we are again. Mandrake, thank you so very much. Maybe it will be like No Man's Sky. You can walk in a straight line and end up where you started. A real globe on a massive scale? I don't think so. I don't think so, because the way that Sean Murray talked about it was that it would have no barriers, and it was going to be the size of our planet. And if you think about it, like if I tried to walk from my house to Beeblebum's house, it is going to take me weeks and weeks to do it. So theoretically, could I walk all the way around the Earth and come back to my house? Like, can I just head south and go all the way around and come right back? Yes. It would take me probably years to do that on my feet. You know? So I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I think that the map itself is going to be so massive and large that it's just essentially unlimited. Because you also got to think, we're all going to be, all the players are going to be on the same planet. And so would you want something that massive? Or would you want something that limited, I should say? You want something to be basically unlimited. So like if I randomly spawn up in a place, you might not even be near me at all. Like we might be millions of miles apart. That way I have enough distance so I can pick up my stuff and you can pick up your stuff. Because yeah, it would be... I would compare it to, guys, if every single player in No Man's Sky started off on the same planet in No Man's Sky. you would run out of room eventually really fast. You'd be like, oh, I already built a base here and no one else can build it. You know, I already knocked down all the trees and you can't get them. You would run out of stuff real fast, and you do that on a scale of millions of players. You want the map to be absolutely ginormous, absolutely ridiculously large. And so that's why I think it's going to be essentially... Are you serious? I got a good hauler this time. Look at this. All right. I'm excited about this playthrough. I have a good hauler. I have a good Gek character. Man, this is going to be good. Alrighty. So we have to make a dihydrogen... I keep forgetting I have to make all this before I leave my base. This is why we're practicing now. This is why we're practicing now. I should have made all that before I left. Son of beasting. What are the... Yes. Could there be multiple copies of the planet to balance the player load? Richard, there could be. I don't know. Like, I know that for like No Man's Sky, when it first launched, every platform had their own system, own like generated game per se. So like if I landed on a planet on Xbox and you did it on a PlayStation, we would not share any of our stuff when it first launched. Now it's all shared together, but when it first launched, they wanted to make sure there was enough room and they didn't want to like complicate things, I guess. So I can see them launching Light No Fires and just saying, hey, look, everyone on PlayStation, you're all playing together. Everyone on Xbox, you're playing together. Everyone on PC, you're playing together. It's all separate. That way there's a little bit more space. Because, yeah, can you imagine there's 10 million players on Xbox. There's 10 million on PlayStation. There's 10 million on PC. You have 30 million people on one gigantic planet. You have to make sure that thing is massive. Like, huge. So that's why I think it's essentially an unlimited map. Like, not true unlimited, but or an infinite map. Not truly infinite, but I do think that, my own opinion, my own speculation, I don't think you're going to be able to run around the planet and reach back to your initial spawn point. I don't think that's going to be possible. I think you might reach the end of the map. Like if you ran for years and years, you might reach the end. But I don't think you will ever reach like your starting point. Like go all the way in a circle and come back. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong on that. What is your favorite exocraft? Probably the motorcycle. I can't remember what that's called, but it looks like Batman's motorcycle. So I love that one. That one's really fun to just zip around with. I could probably make that. Oh god. All right. So we need to make a jelly. We need to make a creature palette. We need to make a oh yeah, we're gonna need to make a oh yeah, we have a refiner. Duh, I don't need to make a refiner. I have one, you dork. I need to make what's it called? The pure ferrite. So, pure ferrite dihydrogen jelly, we have that. Metal plating, have that. Hermetic seal, we need to make a hermetic seal. I haven't done that yet, idiot. Do I not have a hermetic seal? Oh, did I not accept my reward? You, yep. See, there you go. I didn't accept my reward because I'm so busy trying to explain stuff and talk about stuff. I'm excited, so I'm not doing it right. All right. So we have that good. That's good. Pull out my my refined. Yep, there we go. I think we're good. Put my jetpack up here, and we'll do this. Boom. Dun dun dun. We don't need that. I think we're set. Now let's go back to our friggin' ship. I should have did this before I left. If I was smart, I would have done it. Oh yeah, I need to recruit one of these guys. So let's get one of these beetles. Hey beetle, you want to be my pet? You're gonna be a cool pet, right? Really? You not want to be my pet? Oh, you do. You do. Adopt as a companion. Yes. Got that. Now we're also going to ride him over to the, what's it called? To my ship, just in case. Creature pellets. We're good on that. Gently pat. I am barely on this guy. Can you fly? Go, go, go. We're going to go to our ship. Come on. Did all of the older expeditions have the restriction of building at your base? No, Tux. So that's why you have to remember which expedition you're doing. And this one in particular, they wanted you, like, I truly think that they spent the last, like, 3 years testing the limits of the game of No Man's Sky because Light No Fires is on the same engine using the same graphical powerhouse that No Man's Sky is. So you test the limits in No Man's Sky, you know, oh, we can do this, this does not work, and you build that into your new game, Light No Fires. And so essentially what I think they were trying to do is, oh, we're going to force everyone to make a base, upload it all on the same planet. That way there's only one planet. And see how it works and see how, you know, if people do it, if it's stable enough, if we can handle it, if the map can handle it. Like showing different bases, how many bases can we show at the same time? That kind of stuff. And then Steve McNeely, thank you so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated, man. Saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all the No Man's Sky fam. 2024 is our year. Dude, we still have a No Man's Sky update, and I think it's coming out early to mid-January. I think that's why all of the expeditions are only lasting 1 week, because they have an update coming out. You know, they're going to go away for a holiday. They're going to go away, celebrate Christmas, all that kind of stuff. And then they come back in January, polish up the update, and push it out. Now, is it the big space station update? I don't know if that's the one. But why would you make the expedition replays only 1 week when you could do 2? You could make them 2 weeks. You could milk it. So if you're only making it 1 week, it feels like you wanted to make sure, okay, there's a particular day we have in mind for the update, so let's do it. Let's make sure it's done by this time. Live support's at 50%. Ah, we're okay. We're good. We're on a beetle. We're fine. We're on a little tiny beetle. This guy is definitely not having a good time. Has to carry my big geck butt around. Going out for Christmas stuff. Merry Christmas. Awesome one. Thank you so much for hanging out while you could. Scartex says, John, Bunny Scar will live, but the Leopard Empire will supersede the Roman Empire. Tuck says, Jason, thanks. I've had No Man's Sky since the beginning, but only started expeditions with the one after Utopia. Well, now you can do Utopia now. So yeah, and again, it feels like every expedition was a test. So it's a nice, cool feature, and I think it's a good game mechanic, but I think there was an ulterior motive to putting these in the game, and I feel like they were testing the limits and seeing how things worked and seeing how people enjoyed it or not enjoyed certain aspects of the game. When they did the permadeath expedition, nobody liked it. I shouldn't say nobody. There was a very vocal group of people who did not enjoy the permadeath expedition. And so I can imagine that there might not be a permadeath mode in Light No Fires. Just because, or maybe it's an optional thing that you really have to dig into the menus to find. Because, I don't know if you've noticed, but the last few updates, they've kind of removed permadeath from the menus. Like, it's still in the game. You can play permadeath, but you have to manually set everything. It's not a default option anymore. So I have a feeling they were like, yeah, you know what? Not a lot of people play it. And whenever we forced people to play it, they didn't like it. So that's not a popular play style for this game. We'll probably skip it on our next one. I love print. Don't get me wrong. I love it, Mike. It is my favorite. I play it all the time. However, you and me are not a majority of people, and I feel like, I mean, maybe it's not a majority of people, but there was enough people who complained about it. They said, look, I don't like it. It was not my favorite. I hated the permadeath expedition. It was frustrating. It was irritating. And I feel like Hello Games took that feedback and they said, okay, you know, if you guys don't like it, that's fine. We know Jason likes it because he's crazy, but, you know, a lot of other people don't. So maybe we don't do it. And maybe it's something they add in later on. They say, hey, look, it launches, but we don't have it there. But, you know, give it 6 months or a year and we'll put in other stuff. Who knows? If people want it, we'll put it in there. Because the other thing that Sean Murray talked about was...
You're pretty good.
There you are. Dryzala. Thank you so very much. And Amy James, thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Very much appreciated. You're now a fellow traveler. And Dryzala with the super chat, very much appreciated. Say, no need to fear. Dryzala is here. Oh, yeah. No need to fear. Dryzala is here. But yeah, so I think that... Or going back to what I was just saying, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm sleep deprived. Sean Murray talked about it. He said, look, we want to treat this game, Light No Fires, just like we did No Man's Sky. We want to have a decade of support. So I think they have plans for Light No Fires. I think that they are going to put it out and they are going to, whether they do paid DLC or whatever, I don't know, but they want to put out Light No Fires and that'll be their next big game. And they're going to be working on that for a decade or more. They want, Sean Murray said, hey, we want to support this game for as long as we can. A decade, you know, of support for this game because we did the decade for No Man's Sky. So I have a feeling that's going to be their thing. So they're going to be constantly updating and adjusting and adding things to Light No Fire. Anyway, let's get in here, fix this thing up. I was really scared of permadeath at first, but it turned out to be my favorite expedition yet, Jason. Well, Michelle, I loved it. No one. I made sure. I was fighting people, you know, and it's no point in doing that. I can't tell you how to enjoy the game. Just like when you tell me I need to play a certain way, and it's like, no, I enjoy doing it some other way. So there's no use in doing that. But man, I was telling everyone like, oh, this is so great. I love it. You guys, you don't know what you're talking about. This is the best ever. And it's like, well, yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I love permadeath in No Man's Sky. Even though I suck at it, I love it. But a lot of... And maybe it's just a very vocal, small group, but they were vocal. They were very vocal about it. It feels like real survival. I do. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I feel like it's also one of those things where if you've played the game a lot, you want something new. You want a challenge. And so maybe they do have that. But I don't know how you do a permadeath. Maybe you do permadeath in the new Light No Fires. But I feel like... Oh, we don't need that. We don't need that. I feel like you don't launch with it just because you want to make sure that, number one, the planet is large enough for the amount of players. Because you can make... No Man's Sky, you can make No Man's Sky infinite and people still find a way to find each other. So maybe they go, hey, look, we want to make sure we have everything under wraps and ready to go before we start adding in these harder difficulties or whatever. I don't know. But I do feel like they have 7 years of experience doing No Man's Sky updates. I have a feeling they have a good feel. They know what they're doing when it comes to this kind of stuff. And it's going to play very similarly to No Man's Sky. What are we doing here? All right. Let's go to Outpost Planet number 1. Collect your instructions from Utopia. Build a base on the second planet. Yep. You need to keep building bases. Okay. So that's why I got the copper and turn it into chromatic metal. You need to keep making bases. And if I remember right, the base computers in the expedition, the Utopia Expedition, are going to cost way too much. Way too much. Where is my marker here? Oh, there you are. Starwalker says, Jason, what did I miss? Dude, if you weren't paying attention last night, Hello Games, the people who make No Man's Sky, they announced their next game, and they showed a trailer about it, and it looks freaking awesome. I know I had a few people say, hey, you know, actually I don't like this whole fantasy medieval thing. I don't like the whole swords and armor. I don't like that. I want a futuristic space game. They have No Man's Sky, and they have, as far as I know, they're still updating and adding content to No Man's Sky. So it's not like they're like, you know what? screw No Man's Sky, we're done with it. No, they're still supporting it. They're still working on it. So we still have No Man's Sky. It doesn't go away if the other game comes out. Land. Legendary says, so multiplayer will be still be screwed up then. I don't think so. Now, I don't know for sure. I have no idea. But Legendaries, I have a feeling, because multiplayer was fine in No Man's Sky until the 4.0 update, which came out in October of 2022. Do you think that maybe they're switching some stuff over to put it into Light No Fires? And so they said, look, we know that there's some people like Ricey's, you know, and Zoo who do these big multiplayer events, but for the vast majority, 90% of people, they don't go into big multiplayer groups. So what if we take some of these resources, we use it for our new game, Light No Fire, and no one will notice except for Ricey, and they'll complain and they'll think it's a server load, or they're going to think something, whatever. But it's actually, hey, look, we took some of those resources and we're using it for another game. Could be. Could be. Yeah, maybe. I mean, and to be fair, I will say it looks like they've been doing a lot of work on Light No Fire. Like, for it, like the draw distance, the multiplayer, the animations, underwater swimming is better in Light No Fire compared to No Man's Sky. So I have a feeling, because it's the game they're focused on, they're working on, they're probably going to polish up the multiplayer a little bit more than No Man's Sky's multiplayer. Just a hint of that. Because, yeah, when I saw that swimming animation, when I saw the water piece of that trailer, I was like, that's what we wanted for No Man's Sky! Why didn't you do that for us? Why didn't you add that to No Man's Sky? So, yeah. I have a feeling they're doing a little extra polish, and it makes sense. It's their brand new game. Am I wearing a thong? Oh, yes. Gek with a thong on. Yep. Bob is jealous. One word. Old gent. Well, and that could be it too, Beeblebum. It could be that they were like, look, we want to add all this stuff in there, but, I mean, Xbox One, PS4, it can't handle it. It sucks. You know, they don't have enough power for it. And that could be the solution. Maybe that is the solution, is, look, it's only on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and PC, and that's it. It's not on the Switch. It's not on whatever. That might be the solution. That might be the... And I wouldn't be surprised if they said that. I would not be surprised at all if they said, yeah, we can't do any of this stuff on the old generation hardware, so we're not going to. Maybe 5 years from now, or, 2030 or whatever, we'll come out with the Nintendo Switch version. But for now, no, we're not doing that. We're going to come out with the Mac version. I've heard that Mac is like a nightmare to program for. I've heard that. I've watched some other creators talk about how Mac is not worth it, and it sounds really good until you realize not very many people play on it, and Apple has this insane whole system that you have to run through to make games for them, and it's just not worth it. Or only on PC, Robo Ninja. I don't think they'll only put it on PC. I mean, it's possible. Maybe it's only a PC release at first, but I have a feeling that they want to make sure it goes out to as many platforms as possible without compromising the game. So they're not going to put it out on the Xbox 360, but they're going to say, look, we can put it on an Xbox Series X. We can put it out on PlayStation 5 because we know they have really good RAM. They have really, good, decent hardware on them. And, of course, PC, because you can just put the system requirements like, hey, look, you need to have a modern PC. You can't have, a 1080 Ti. That's not going to cut it anymore. Maybe? Imagine that, Mr. Walker. 12 people figured out how before $100 million company. What did M. Walker say? Star Citizen is developing a dynamic server meshing so all the players can play in the same instance. Maybe HD figured out how to do it as well. I mean, Walker, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because again, we talked about this earlier. it feels like they've been using the expeditions as a test. And so maybe they're like, hey, look, we know we can do it, but we're not going to put it in No Man's Sky because we'd have to rewrite it, would tear some stuff down. So instead of redoing everything for No Man's Sky, we're just going to slap it in our new game. Tobias, thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Tobias saying, oh, hi there. How long does the expedition replay go? 1 week and then the next one? Yes, that is correct, Tobias. So this particular expedition replay is 1 week. So you have 1 week to complete the Utopia expedition. And then next Friday, you start the other expedition. So every Friday, they are changing over to the new expedition. And again, they could have done 2 weeks for each one. They used to do 2 weeks. So the fact that they are doing only 1 week and they're buffering it out to a specific date. Like they could have just done 1 week and then only gone to the end of December, but they're specifically going to January 8th. I have a feeling we're going to see an update in middle of January. I don't know what that update's going to be, but I have a feeling we're going to see an update in January. Mid-January. They were very particular about only making it 1 week, and they added in the Utopia, the first expedition. Why not just use the 3 and go to the end of December? Or use the only use 3 and make them 2 weeks long instead of 1 week long. There's a method to the madness, and I have a feeling that's on purpose. Anyway, what are we supposed to be doing here? Oh yeah, we got our reward here. Posters. Oh yeah, let's look at the rewards. Duh. Let's look at the rewards. What do we get here? Holographic friend plans. Fearsome Visor, yes. Robo Warden, Companion Egg, and the Utopia Dignitary, Utopia Expedition. And our final one is Utopia Speeder. There you go. Your starship. Dun dun dun. Grab that. Collect your... Oh yeah, I did collect my instructions. Bum bum bum. The B-side says it is most likely an expedition that they did not manage to release this year. It could be that. I don't know if they would do 2 in a row, though, People Bum. Maybe it is. Maybe they say, hey, look, we have a brand new expedition starting January. Could be. Because, I mean, there's no rule. There's no, like, oh, they said they would never do 2 expeditions in a row or whatever. So it could be. I feel like instead of an expedition, like... why not extend it out and give yourself a little bit more time and put out an expedition and an update, unless the update is already pretty much ready to go and you're just buffering for a month because you're on vacation for Christmas. You're like, hey, look, we don't want to do it, in the middle of Christmas because we have people who are on holiday and we don't want to have to do bug fixes during that time. So we know that the replays are good. They're solid. We patched it up. They're good to go. And we could put out something in January, like an update or an expedition, but I don't know. Tobias again. Thank you so much for the second super chat. Thank you very much. Saying you're gonna upload a quick and easy guide to accomplish the expedition runs, please. I will be doing that. So we're using these streams as a practice run to make sure I get it all ready to go. That way, when I cut my video, probably later tonight when I'm half asleep, I will make sure I'm going to try to put up videos this weekend because they only last a week. So I want to make sure to get them up as quickly as possible. That way, you guys, if you need help tomorrow or on Sunday or whatever, you guys can watch it and be good to go. I need to open my my block here. Boom. Got to get in my my cool hauler. I finally got a cool hauler. It's not a toothpaste one. I love it. I hate the ones that don't have wings on them. This one is a good one. Personalized Utopia construction area. But yes, I will be cutting tip video and guide videos, and I'm going to try to get them up over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow and Sunday. That way, if you're having any trouble, you're running into any issues like, oh, I don't know how to do this, or this one's an issue, or an irritation, hopefully they will help you. Are the polls only viewable by membership subscribers? No, it should be. Anybody can get into the poll. However, we've noticed that YouTube has been kind of broken on Android mobile phones for whatever reason. So If you're on Android, if you're on your phone, the poll might not show up for you because the YouTube app on Android is just not working right. So there's no setting for memberships only for me anyway. I don't do that. I cannot stand the look of haulers. This is from Gary. When the huge block of air conditioners. I like these ones. Like, this one's good. Look at the wings on it.
You're pretty good.
If it's just a long, like, tube, it's just like, it's plain. It's just like, it basically should be just a shuttle at that point. If the cool thing about a hauler is the wings, the huge wings with the fans on them, they look cool. I like them. But you gotta have the wings, though. Dry Zala, thank you so very much for the super chat. Another one, very much appreciated, saying, I can't let Tobias out super chat me. Plus, this is contributing to the Dr. Pepper funds. Yes, there you go. Dr. Pepper fund. I am being a good boy today. I drank a lot of bourbon last night, and I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. So today I'm doing water. I'm like, I better reset my internal my stomach because I drank a lot of whiskey and soda last night. Not a good combination. I believe we should have enough for another base. I think it's 100 instead of the 20 or whatever it is. I believe the base computers are 100, which is ridiculous. So that will be one of the early tips is, hey, look, when you're on that starting planet, farm a whole bunch of copper because you're going to need it. Oh, we have a market. I'll take that. Thank you so much for the market here. Can I buy it? Oh, yeah, look at that. Boom, I can buy that.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good, Dry Zala. Thank you. Let's pop one down. We need 200 and 500 pure ferrite. Wow! I am way off. I forgot all about that. So yeah, you need a lot of materials in order to make base computers. Now that I'm running into the problem, I remember that was the pain in the butt. Like, oh yeah, you got to make sure you're farming a whole bunch of ferrite dust, chromatic metal. And I believe we're going to need to make a hyperdrive because I think we need to go to a different system, right? Whiskey and soda, that's an explanation. I mean, yeah, it was definitely... I had my Glencairn. I was sipping it during the Game Awards, and then last night, I still, after the Game Awards, I still had a good portion of it, so I just filled it up and did it again. So... not a smart move on my part. I was like, I'm going to be up anyway, right? I'm going to be up a little bit late trying to cut trailer or videos for the trailer. So, yeah, we'll do that. Never a good idea. So let's start doing that. I think that's going to be pure. Yep, that's pure. Dr. Pepper and spiced rum. Trust me, you'll thank me later. I have done that. I've done the Dr. Pepper and spiced rum. I've done Dr. Pepper and lemon and lime. I did lime first, and everyone said, no, lemon. I've done both, and I think the lemon is better. 100%, I agree with you guys. Lemon Dr. Pepper is way better. Are you just not gonna... okay. He just doesn't care. He's like, hey, knock it off. Okay. Now, if I remember right, I'm going to have to also get subterranean relics, I believe. No. Albion Pearls, maybe? Oh, Jesus. Let's look. It's either subterranean relic or Albion Pearls. Eliminate hazardous plants. Summit a volcano. Collect your next instructions. Build a base. Acquire an exocraft upgrade. Dig up buried items. What does that mean? So just anything that's buried? So subterranean relic? I don't think so. Recover lost objects. Oh, it might be treasure. Okay. Well, let's try. Let's see. This might not be the thing, but let's see. Boom. Nope, not it. I think it was humming sacks last time. So now it's just treasure. So does buried technology count? Probably not. I mean, it literally says buried, so maybe it does count. Where's my buried technology? Where are you? Nowhere to be found? Seriously, nowhere to be found over here, huh? Well, that's great. Tobias! Thank you so very much for the super chat as well. Don't start war with you can't win. Just for fun. And then Mark, thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Saying, do you think expeditions will have been backdoor way for HG to test things for a new game? Yes. Seeing the staffs in the trailer made me think that 100%. 100% I do. I think they've been experimenting with features in No Man's Sky and seeing, number one, how they work.
Good.
There you are. How they work. Like if the game can
Pretty good.
can still perform when you add this stuff on top, but also if people like it or not. I have a feeling they're like, hey, look, we added this feature in and nobody cared, or everyone hated it, so we're never going to do that again. Or we added this thing in and everyone loves it, so we should probably do more of that. I have a feeling it's testing on multiple fronts, but I mean, when you have millions of people playing your game, that's a really good test bed to say, hey, look, we're going to throw this out there, and if no one likes it, that's cool. That's fine. We just won't do it again. Like the living ships. Everyone likes them until you realize, oh my God, it's going to take me 5 in real life days to get a living ship. Well, that. And so they never did that again. They added in Sentinel ships, and they are way easier compared to a living ship. They're added in Solars, same thing. They didn't do that formula for a living ship ever again. So I feel like that is all the cool stuff that they're doing. Like, we're testing it out. And as far as the expeditions go, making all of us land on the same planet and upload bases, and so we're all uploading to the server, that's a test. That is definitely a test. That feels like it. And let's get in here. Marco says, Jason, Oscar 1UP just discovered the new ship on the trailer. It's actually a racing ship. Even it's a vinyl of a Gek with a racing flag on the side, plus that 2 cross flag sign in the new station. Dude, if we get a racing update, that would be pretty awesome. Like, it looked like it would be a speeder. Like, when they put in the speeder, I was like, okay, that should be its own type of ship, a speeding ship. It should be that, right? But instead, they called it a speeder, but it was a fighter. So if they're making a racing ship, a racing type, that would be awesome. I would love that. Just a ship that's super, super fast. It has, weaker shields. It doesn't go as far, but it's really, really quick. That's awesome. I like that. Oh, right, I guess. We got to go back here and make our base. Boom, boom, boom. Buried technology. Let's see. Or buried cash. Let's pop this down. I should have enough now. What? How in the world do I not have enough? Oh, because I haven't been taking my stuff out of there. That's why I haven't been taking it out of my refiner when I actually make it. Probably need to do that, Jason. Pop that down. Let's make a base. And I don't think you need to upload it or anything like that. I think you just need to claim it. Once you claim the base, it counts. No weapons. Hey, that could be part of it too. Maybe there's no weapons. It needs to be light. That way you don't have to worry about, extra weight slowing you down. Maybe that's part of it too. Yep, there you go. Boom. And, oh, wait a minute. Build a base on the second planet. You do need to make a base, but I don't think you need to upload it. If I remember right, you just need to put down pieces like boom, 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 like this. And once you get to 15, it should just pop off. And let's see. Not yet. Let's get away from the sentinels. That way it kind of goes away. Dun, dun, dun. Most intelligent being. Okay. New trailer looks awesome. Craig, I can't wait for that update to come out for No Man's Sky. I cannot wait. Recovered one lost object. I don't even know what that is. What? How did I do that? Dig up buried items. Oh, buried. Okay, so buried technology did count because I got it. There you go. Buried technology counts. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Don't die. Don't die. We're on normal mode, so it's not that big of a deal. All right. Done, done, done. We need to summit a volcano. We can do that here. Build a base on the second planet. Let's put some more floors down. Does it not? Do I have to upload it? Don't tell me that. Let's see. Do I upload my terrible base? Yeah, you have to upload it. Oh, yeah. See, they're forcing you to upload your terrible bases. Oh, my God. So that's terrible. That's terrible. I feel ashamed. Everyone's going to come here and see my floor base, basically. Need to buy an exosuit upgrade. So let's grab that real fast. So we need to make a kiosk. Again, they have not added this to the actual game yet. So I'm wondering if this is going to come later on. But they give you, where is it at? A kiosk. So you can buy upgrades. Hey, look at that. Boom. Exosuit station. So you can actually buy exosuit upgrades without going to the space station. Now, I did not test it. Can we, wait a minute. We need chromatic metal and mother. So much chromatic metal. It's crazy. Well, let's go to this trade terminal. They might have chromatic metal again. Hit that like button. Yes, Gunboat. Thank you so very much. I always forget to say that. Guys, if you want to help out the channel, hit that like button. It really does help out. It really does. Hit that like button. If you have not, if you've already hit that like button, I love you and I appreciate you. So we are almost there. We need magnetized ferrite. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of this on the original spawning planet. I will be doing that just to make sure we have enough. So I'll be farming a whole bunch of ferrite dust, a whole bunch of copper and carbon and all that kind of stuff. Just everything you need, get on that original planet, because then everything gets super easy after that. I mean, they tell you to walk around anyway, so you might as well. There we go. And to be fair, I should have been shooting the ground with my ship. That way I can farm all the ferrite dust off the ground. ADA non-compliant base. Absolutely, 100%. No question about that. That thing is non-compliant whatsoever. It's a trip hazard. Look at all that. It's terrible. There's no markings on that. All right. Pull that out. Wait a minute, let's clear out some of this. We don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need all these fireworks. You don't need that. I'm going to eat that. So now let's pop this down. We can do it. And you don't even need to buy an upgrade. You can, however, you can just go in here and look at it and you're good to go. So you can buy it if you want to. Like if you want a personal refiner Mark II, you can. Or, you know, you want one of the hazard protections, go for it. But you don't need to. If you just back out, you still get it. So they don't punish you. Like, if you don't have enough nanites, they don't say, oh, well, you have to farm up a whole bunch of nanites. Like, no, you don't. You're good. So let's grab that. And then we're going to need to eliminate hazardous flora. Let's look for any... Oh, wait a minute. It's already marked it for me. Look around for the red exclamation points. Again, you can do this on the original planet. You don't have to worry about doing it on any particular planet. There's a couple of them you do. But not this one. Make a scanner. That way I can get some good money. Come on. Do we have any exploders or anything down here? John says, okay, now I want a decal poster that has the AFA symbol, but it's possibly copyrighted. Oh, I'm sure it is copyrighted, man. I'm sure. They're not going to just give No Man's Sky Hello Games that. No way. Or they would, but they'd charge it. Old Explorer says, Jason, what do you class as a good armor number in Valheim? It depends on where you are. So if you're just doing leather and stuff like that, like troll armor and stuff like that, 30 is optimal. If you've done the Ecthier and you have not done the Elder yet, 30 is totally fine. You can get bronze armor, you get up to like 40 if you really upgrade it. But yeah, it depends on the boss you're in. I think you can get up to 70 or 90 or something like that. That's like end game. Like when you get the absolute end game Mistlands armor, you get up to like 90, I believe. Maybe 100. But yeah, it depends on the area you're in. In the early game, aim for like 20 or 30, and you should be pretty set. You know, that'll last you a while. If you want an easy tip for Valheim, go after troll armor in the beginning, and you are pretty good for a long time. Because troll armor, if you max out troll armor, it will be almost better than bronze armor. You have to really upgrade your bronze armor to beat troll armor. It happens, but you have to farm a lot of copper and a lot of tin. So troll armor is very useful in Valheim. So I think right now I have full-on level 3 bronze armor, and I think I have 38 or 39 armor. So to give you a clue on, you know, where I am. So not maxed out. I think bronze goes up to level 5, but I'm only at level 3 and I have 38 or 39. King Platty says, what's up, Jason? How goes it? Doing well, man. I'm a little bit tired, but doing well. We did our plants. Now we need to go to a volcano. Do we have a volcano around here? We should probably just get in our ship, right? Because then I can shoot the ground and get a whole bunch of ferrite dust. Got a shield module. Good lord, yeah, we're gonna run out of room here. Good lord! Make sure my shield's good. We don't need the glass. We're good on that. Optical drill. I will take that. Thank you very much. I don't like to get rid of the items they give you just because you might need them later on. I will refine all of that runaway mold, though. I'll get some nanites. All right, we need to go to the top of a volcano and get that done. And we've only been going for, what, an hour? Oh, my God, an hour and a half. And we're basically on phase 3. So we could probably get this done in like 3 or 4 hours if you're actually, you know, doing it, like working it and paying attention. You could probably get it done in an afternoon without really speed running it. If you speed run it, you get a good run, you could probably get this done in under an hour. Any cool rewards for this expedition? This one in particular, I mean, if you haven't got the speedster, so one of the rewards for the final phase, the ultimate reward if you finish it is you get the speedster. It's a special ship. If you don't have it already, it's a cool ship. If you do, I mean, there you go, I guess. You can do that, but I mean, the only other thing you can get is the, what is it called? The fearsome visor, so you have a different helmet you can wear. There's some cool customizable stuff in there if you haven't gotten it already. Like for my main save, I already have it, so it's not a big deal if I don't get it. But if you missed out on it, it's a very awesome opportunity to finish it. Speeder, not a speedster. I call it a speedster, just like I call it a mango gold instead of magno. It's a speedster. It's the Flash. Yeah, it's a speeder, like Star Wars, a speeder. No Man's Sky 2033, dude. Well, and I don't know if you guys. Oh, I didn't put it up there because the interview was too long. When Sean Murray did the interview with Jeff Keighley last night, he talked about it. He said, "Look, we want to put this game out there. The Light No Fires, their next game, and we want to work on it for the next 10 years as well." So that is their plan, as far as it appears. That is their plan. There we go. You just gotta get a little bit hot and you're good to go. That they want to put out that game, and then they're gonna keep putting out updates just like they do for No Man's Sky. Maybe not as frequently. Who knows what the schedule is gonna be for light no fires. However, their idea is, look, we're gonna keep supporting this thing until you know, for 10 years, just like No Man's Sky. We're just gonna keep putting out constant updates and keeping our community busy and happy and adding things to the game and features to the game that people want. So yeah, I'm all for it. I love this model, and I will support the crap out of No Man's Sky and Hello Games, whatever they do, because they've more than earned enough goodwill for me anyway. I think that, you know, whatever they do next, I will support fully 100%. What? So we got a Volcano. So now we have our heat protection. That's right. Oh, we ran out of... Oh, God. That's not full up all the way. There you go. So, next one, we got phase 2 done. Nice. Knocked it out, and I'm not even paying attention, you guys, so you could definitely... This is going to be one of those things you can get done pretty quickly. Arrive at destination number 3. Where's my ship at? Where are you at? I don't see my marker. Is it over there? Oh, no, it's over there. Okay. I really nearly died along that volcano objective. Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm half paying attention and I'm half asleep. So I am like 10% aware of what's happening. 10%. 10%. Unlike any other publisher, I will pre-order all of HG games now. Dude, 100%. I will. Whenever they put up a pre-order, like, it's not up for pre-order yet. There's no date for it yet, so we don't even know when it's releasing. We all, like, I assume that it will release in 2024, but that is not the, that's not confirmed. So there's nothing that says they're doing that. Do not think that is the official thing. I just assume it. That's not, you know, maybe it comes out 2025. Who knows? I assume it's coming out next year, though. That's my assumption. And whenever the pre-orders go up, the minute they go up, I'm going to pre-ordering it. And I will do it on multiple platforms. I'll do the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch version if they have that. I would say probably don't do that, Sean Murray, just because it feels like you need a lot of power to run that game. But whatever they have, I will pre-order the crap out of it. Just because I want to make sure it is successful, because I think that Hello Games, of a majority of video game developers, I think that Hello Games is up there, and they deserve a lot of support for what they've been doing. So I want them to be the example. I want every other game developer to follow the example of Hello Games. 100%. Put out a game, and if it's not great, if it's terrible, don't abandon it. Put in the work and support the community. And I mean, they've put out 7 years of free, absolutely free updates. You've never had to buy a single update for No Man's Sky. That is insanely unheard of. Unheard of. There's no microtransactions. There's not like No Man's Sky coins you can buy. There's nothing. Nothing. You buy the game once and you are set for life. For as long as No Man's Sky has been out, you don't charge any additional money. That is insane. So and the only other example I can think of would be Minecraft. However, I think Minecraft charges for skins, right? I think Minecraft, you have to buy skins. I could be wrong on that. I haven't played Minecraft in a while, but I think you have to buy skins. You can buy Minecraft coins. There's no microtransactions in Hello Games or in No Man's Sky at all. None. Zero, zip, zilch. Anyway, let's go to the next planet. Well, we have repair kits, thank God. We can put all this stuff in our ship. We don't need all of that. So I don't like throwing it away, but I also don't want to get rid of it either. I don't want to, like, use it for any reason. There we go. Anyway, back that up. We're going to need some more chromatic metal, I'll tell you that. So we need to look for copper. That'll be one of the things we need to get a lot of. Shazer says the Bedrock version does. Yeah, Bedrock has microtransactions. Java doesn't. And I believe they basically they shelved the Java version, didn't they? I think that they moved everything over to the Bedrock version, if I'm not mistaken. Because I got notices saying, hey, look, you have a Java version email. You should probably update this because we're not going to support it anymore. Go to the Bedrock version. As far as I know, maybe it's still around and maybe you have to get it or whatever. I purchased No Man's Sky 3 times. PC is slowing down and I am playing on my Series X. LOL, dude. I have it on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, PC. I think that's it. I think that's the... I have four different versions. But yeah, and I make sure whenever they put out an update, I buy merch. I haven't done it in a while because I bought all the merch they have. That's the problem. When you buy all the shirts and the beanies and the drink coasters and everything, you're like, oh, okay, I ran out of things to buy, Sean. You need to put more stuff on your store. If you want to put, hey, I will buy a Light No Fires t-shirt, Sean Murray. Please put up a t-shirt for me. I'll buy one of those. Or a plushie or whatever. Give me some Light No Fires merch, man. Let's open this package that we got. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't pick it up yet. There we go. Now we picked it up. Baby Skelly pleasure. I'll take a Baby Skelly. I will do that 100%, man. Out of the trailer scar, I will take that. Baby Skellies. Legendary says, what's in a meeting? Are you talking about all the Starfield merch? No. I was talking about the No Man's Sky merch. So as a rule, for my own personal rule is because Hello Games never charges for their DLC, I try to support them whatever way I can. So whenever they put out like an expansion, a DLC, an update, I generally try to go and buy merch from the store. However, I ran out of merch to buy because I have the coasters. I have all that stuff. You know, I have t-shirts. I have the stickers. I have everything you can think of. I have the plushie. I even bought the last campfire plushie. So I got all that stuff. And I'm like, I need more merch, man. That way I can buy it so I can support them because I want to. I feel the need to support developers who are doing good stuff. Dry Zala, thank you so much for the super chat again. Very much appreciated. Saying, Jason, we all know you want a wearable Gek helmet, dude. I wouldn't say no to it. They did post, someone made, I don't know if it's 3D printed, but they made a in-game like No Man's Sky helmet, and it looks large enough to wear it. I would 100%. If they gave me a golden Gek helmet, I will wear that thing. That is awesome. And then Mark, thank you for super chatting. Very much appreciated, Mark, saying, does Mrs. J know you're going to buy that tricked out new Starfield PC, dude? I've already told her I need to upgrade. My PC's getting too old. Guys, do not talk to my wife. Don't tell her my PC's good enough. I told her, I said, you know, I'm editing videos. I think I need to upgrade. My PC's getting kind of old. And, you know, it's for work. I have to upgrade it for work. I had to convince her. Realistically, my PC is more than capable of doing everything I need to do. I have not run into a power issue. I've run into a user issue. There's a user error problem, but not a PC itself problem. Oh, get over here. I saw that. Yes. I wish they would sell that model of the Radiant Pillar like they did with the deluxe edition of No Man. I'm still a little bit bummed I didn't get that. Like I could probably go out there and find a deluxe edition of No Man's Sky and get that little Radiant Pillar. Or they didn't have a Radiant Pillar back then. It was the oh god, what was the original ship called? It wasn't the Pillar. It was a Rosa Fighter. I probably could go out there and find one, but I don't want to buy it from eBay. I'd rather buy it from from Hello Games, from No Man's Sky. I'd rather do that. You know, if they sold a little model of that, I'd buy it off their store in a heartbeat. I need chromatic metal. All right. And I think that this planet is going to be aggressive sentinels. Oh, no. Infrequent. Okay, good. Infrequent sentinels. Good. So let's get some copper. There you are.
You're pretty good.
My current PC is a mini PC with a Ryzen 9 using an internal 680 millimeter graphics. Really? A 680M. See, I'm running my processor. The only thing really on my PC that needs to be upgraded is my processor, my CPU. However, you can't just do a CPU because mine is a 10900K, which is a really beefy one. It's still dang good. But if I upgrade my CPU, I have to upgrade my motherboard because the socket doesn't fit in modern ones. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing all of that. If I'm upgrading my motherboard and my CPU, I might as well just buy another PC at this point and have a secondary streaming PC. So that might be what I have to do. And you know, I have a white Starfield graphics card, so I need to get a white PC now. Because my build was black because I had an EVGA RTX 3080 and it was black. So I was like, oh, I'll have an all black PC, no problem. It looks all nice. Now I have a white graphics card in there, and so now I'm like, I need to get a white. I need to get a white PC setup. I need to get a white case. I need to get a white motherboard. That way it all looks all the same. Oh, look at, we have a grave, unknown grave over here. I don't know why, but I want to go do it, so we're going to go to the grave. Cobalt deposit. Legendary says, pretty sure Captain Steve has that Radeon pillar model. Lucky one. Yeah. I know. I mean, Steve, everyone, there's so many people I talk to, they pre-ordered the game and they have it. I'm like, I'm jealous. And yeah, I know there's ways to get it, but I would rather that money go to Hello Games versus someone who's selling it on eBay or whatever. Nothing against reselling it. That's fine. But I want to support Hello Games. I want to support the developer. So, Hello Games, get on it. Make a Radeon pillar that I can buy. Merch, man. Come on, do it. My power supply comes in on Monday, and then I assemble my new PC. Uncle Groon, I'm always nervous about that. Like, when I got my PC, I got it pre-built. I customized it. I chose, like, the motherboard and everything like that. But I had it pre-built because I know I'm going to mess something up. I'm going to bend a pin when I'm putting my processor in, my CPU. I'm going to bend it. So I'm like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. I'll let you guys do it. You know what you're doing. You know? And so I did install my GPU. I got my Starfield GPU. I did put that in myself. However, it wasn't fun, and I was nervous the whole time. I was so nervous. I didn't want to break anything. I'm like, no! I'm going to push this down too hard, and it's going to break it all. It's all going to explode, and I'm going to die. We're looking for copper. Could have sworn I saw copper over here, right? No, cobalt. That's what I saw. Cobalt, copper. There we go. We got to get copper. We need a whole bunch of chromatic metal. Can't wait to play Light No Fire, Elizabeth. I can't wait either. I cannot wait. I hope, and we don't know for sure. We have no idea what the release date is. I'm hoping it's 2024. I'm hoping that it comes out next year. From the trailer, it looks like it's a solid, like, ready to go game. Trailers are trailers. I mean, you know, you never know what condition the game is in. It could be not ready to ship, but it feels like it's playable, and that trailer looked like a No Man's Sky update trailer. Everything was fine and good to go, and they were just showing off features of a game that was already done. So it looks like, and it feels like they're pretty much good. They're polishing it, and they're making sure that it is a quality product when they release it, but it's basically there, and they're just nervous about it. Which I get. I understand. You know, No Man's Sky was a really rocky launch, so I get it. But that trailer, man, it looks so good, and I you know, maybe it's just greed. I want to do it. I'm greedy and selfish. I want to play the game. Superheated storm. Great. I mean, I think I have a hot protection, so we're good. Small crew of like 12 working on it. Dude, I know, Ninja. That's the thing, is when you look at these things that Hello Games does, They're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna design a whole new ship and a whole new race of aliens to put in No Man's Sky, and we had like 3 people do it, 4 people, 10 people, whatever. It's like, holy cow, really? They are a small indie developer through and through, 100%. They don't have 1,000 people to back them up to help push out an update or a game, and to their detriment, sometimes the updates are a bit buggier than you would like. You get in and your save, it just doesn't work, or the game crashes like constantly. So there is that side of the coin. But when you stop and take a breath and go, holy cow, like 30 people are doing this total? And not even all 30 of them? There's a group of them that are working on something else? The whole new game? Are you serious? So yeah, we don't know. I mean, now we know 12 people were working on Light No Fire. So out of the 30 people, 12 people were working on Light No Fire. So the other 18 people were working on No Man's Sky. Are you serious? 18 people were doing this, adding features to No Man's Sky, no problem. It's crazy. Oh yeah, we should probably start refining some of that copper. Oh god, get out of here. We should be almost done. Pop that in there. Do we have a cloaking device? Sure, that I can run away from the sentinels. Let's look for more copper. Cobalt? Nope. I saw a C, so I was like, oh, cool. No, not copper. There you go. There's copper. We also need to get some ferrite dust because we're going to need some pure ferrite in order to make our bases. Starfield, for me, crashes and freezes way too often. See, I don't run into very many issues. I do play on PC, John, so maybe... Are you playing on PC? It could be maybe a weird setup, because the one bad thing about a PC is we can both have totally different setups, and it works for you, and it just does not work for me, because I have one thing flipped or changed or whatever. Whereas with a console, with an Xbox, you know that my Xbox is the exact same thing as your Xbox. And so you don't have to worry about, oh, we have to make this tweak or that tweak because it doesn't work on this particular... No, it's all Xbox or all PlayStation or whatever. But yeah, I play on my PC, and Starfield works wonderfully on mine. So I do have a really beefy PC. Don't get me wrong. I know that I have a lot of power to overcome a lot of issues in games. But yeah, it runs okay. The only game that really gives me a problem is freaking Ark. For whatever reason, man, Ark does not like running on my machine whatsoever, and I don't know what it is. I think it has to do something with recording with OBS. So the screen capture or whatever messes up Ark. But man, that game loves to crash on me. Keith says, when games don't work, mostly it's user error and lack of updating Windows and drivers. Very true, very true. I know that that's going to be a majority of cases, but there's some cases where it's just like, hey, I did everything I need to do, man. I've flipped all the switches, I've checked for all the updates, and it's just not working. Like, it was a couple weeks ago. It would have been, well, maybe the beginning of November. So a month ago, I downloaded the No Man's Sky experimental branch, and the game would crash immediately. Immediately. Like, I would load up, I would literally press start game, and the game would white screen. And it would come up with a response saying, update your graphics drivers. And I'm like, I have the latest driver. What? And come to find out, no, it was a weird issue with only AMD cards in No Man's Sky on the experimental branch. And they had to put a patch out like 2 days later to fix it. So sometimes it's just a weird, like, combination thing. Like, hey, we thought it was good, but no, it doesn't work at this weird set of combination of this hard drive, this SSD with this RAM, and that processor. It just doesn't work. It's a weird thing, and not very many people have it, but we have enough people that we need to update this thing. And then Dry Zala, thank you so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated, man. Saying, Jason, I got to get back to work, but I will leave you with this and one more gift after you read this. Oh, really? With the cool sunglasses. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much. Boom, boom, boom. Let's keep going here. Dun, dun, dun. I think we're... Oh, yeah, we probably should start refining our copper into what we need. Oh, get that out of there. It's trash now. Copper that. Boom! 800 should be good. Once that gets going, we should be good on that. And we have 1,700 pure ferrite. That's fine. Let's get back to our ship. Oh, yeah, we need to make some launch fuel. That's going to be the other problem. And then Dry Zala with the 5 gifted memberships as well. Dude, seriously, 070 you, Dry Zala. Very much appreciated. Very much. All the support, very much appreciated, dude. 070 you.
You're pretty good.
You are pretty good, man. Wisconsin's Bound says, hey, did you get a message about Steam inputs? What do you mean by message? Like, did you message me? I don't remember seeing that, but I mean, I did check my Twitter DMs. I get a lot. If you messaged me on Twitter, if you emailed me, I didn't see that email. I generally I can get through my emails pretty easily, but I didn't see an email from you. If that's what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Just finished phase 1 Ninja. Nice. Very awesome. See, I'm telling you guys, you get it done pretty quickly. So thankfully, because they cut it down to a week, they made it not as in-depth, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to scan 500 of this thing. It's still difficult, don't get me wrong, but it's not as intense. My short little geck legs, come on! James Carney says, Jason, are you playing on experimental or regular update? I am playing on the regular update because they updated this morning. So I play on the experimental if there hasn't been any updates recently, but like for instance, they updated everything today, and so I switched to the normal version. I switched to the public version of No Man's Sky. Because generally that is the more stable version. The experimental likes to crash. Even when it's running perfectly fine, it will crash randomly because it's experimental. They're testing things to make sure everything is running well. So I generally try to play on the public version unless there's an update and I feel jealous. Like I'm like, oh, they fixed some problems. I should probably play the experimental and see. I will be the test guinea pig. That's fine. Ricey says, yeah, I think so, John. What did John say? In Light No Fires, will Ricey be a Dragon Emporium? Oh, dude, yes. I can't wait to get in there and see what everyone turns into, because I feel like right now, a lot of the No Man's Sky creators, we have like a persona. Like I'm always the Groot, the Helios head. And so I feel like I can't change my character now. I have a little bit, but I feel like you really can't. So Light No Fires will let us all expand out and choose that. We can pick all new like character models, and that's gonna be really fun. It's gonna feel like, I can't wait. I really can't wait for that. It's so exciting to finally know, because we knew that they were working on something, we just didn't know what it was. And there was a small part of me that was like, dude, they're gonna make another space No Man's Sky type game. It's not going to be called No Man's Sky, but it's going to be basically No Man's Sky 2 or whatever. And they went completely the other direction. They said, nope, we're making a fantasy, medieval, you know, big old staff, a big old, like, swords and shields. We're doing that. I'm like, yes, I love that. Oh, your daddy. Thank you so much for subscribing or becoming a member. Very much appreciated, dude. Oh, yeah, we need to make our base. Duh! Forgot I gotta make my base. So where's my my shelters over here? I forgot. We gotta make the base here on this planet. And I believe we have to scan plants and animals on this planet specifically. Well, while I'm here, I might as well scan this guy and get some money out of that. There you go. Discovered 3 plants on the 3rd planet. You got to do it on... Instead of saying you have to discover this many plants, they tell you, no, you need to discover these plants on this planet specifically. Bunny Steve, I can't wait to see what everyone chooses. I can't wait to see how many like different races, like different animals you can be. Because we kind of have a list, but I know that's not all of them. There's going to be more that we just don't know about yet. So that is very awesome. I can't wait. A honey badger, that'd be really cool. Chromatic metal. Oh, yeah, did I not pull it out? Oh, man. I forgot it in here. There you go. Be a honey badger. You can be a dog or a wolf. You can be, what was it? You could be a bunny, a rabbit, whatever you want to call it. Hello, Captain Bunny. A ninja rabbit in turtles. Nice, yes. Maybe you could be a turtle as well. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll be a turtle in Leave No or Light No Fires. Thinking maybe the ones with antlers might be a druid class. That could be, because I was trying to. There was never a good shot of the front of those characters, so I didn't know if it was going to be a reindeer or if it was going to be a human with antlers. I don't know. Like, if you can't tell, so maybe we get another trailer. We can kind of look in on that. Then we upload. Then we have to accept our reward for that. Boom. Accept this reward. Scanner upgrade. Oh, we can make more money, because I think one of them is going to be you have to make so much money on a one single scan. Amplifier. I don't need that. Let's destroy it and get some materials back. This one should be our... oh, wait a minute. We need to make our Exocraft research unit. Captain Steve says, I pre-ordered No Man's Sky, but I didn't get the collector's edition. Got the steel book. Oh, dude. Whatever. Hopefully No Man's Sky, not No Man's Sky, Hello Games puts out a physical edition of Light No Fires. I will buy a physical collection, like collector's edition of the game. 100%. And give me a cool figurine of a dragon or something. I will take that. I am not going to miss out on this one. I missed out on the No Man's Sky collector's edition. I do not have a Radiant Pillar or anything like that. I wish I was smart enough to have done that back in 2016. But I was not. And like we said earlier, I know that there's probably someone who's selling it secondhand, but I'd rather that money go to Hello Games. I want to support them since they put out free updates for all of their stuff. I got to find a way to support them. I buy all the stuff from the merch shop, but I already bought it all. Like, I can start buying doubles, but then my wife might get mad. Like, hey, how many drink coasters do we need? Jason, relax, buddy. You don't need 15 million drink coasters. Nope, not Star Bramble. We need beans. Impulse beans. There we go. Heck yeah, Jason. I agree, mate. I know 100% you need to do that. It looks like the game engine has been reworked pretty extensively for Light No Fires. Do you think they will drop that engine into No Man's Sky with an update? I don't think so, Warwick. I don't think so, because I think what they've done, and this is all speculation. I have no idea. I don't talk to Hello Games at all. But what I think they've done is they probably trimmed the fat. So they probably removed features that nobody uses or no one cares about. And they use that extra power, that extra space, the extra room, whatever you want to call it, to focus on the features that people do like. And so with No Man's Sky, there's some stuff that I'm sure they would love to remove, but when you start cutting things, you run into those people who are like, I absolutely love that thing. Why'd you remove it? And I go, well, I don't want to deal with that headache, so never mind. We're just going to leave it in there. And No Man's Sky is what it is. We're going to leave that in there knowing that 10% or less of people actually use that feature. And if we removed it, we can use that extra power, that processing power, to increase the draw distance or make a, more environmental variety or whatever it is. But instead, we're just going to leave it alone, and we'll use that going forward in Light No Fire. So I think that, yeah, they probably won't drop it in here. If I had to guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're like, oh yeah, we totally could do that. We just haven't done it yet. That could be. What were we looking for? Oh yeah, Star Bramble. No. We're not looking for Star Bramble. We're looking for The glove, the gauntlet. We need sodium nitrate. That's what we need. So let's look for sodium. I mean, we should have some sodium anyway. Yeah, let's refine that. Pull that out. And then Flyleaf Dreamleaf, thank you so much for becoming a member. Again, I believe you were a member before, so YouTube doesn't want to tell me how many months you've been a member, but I appreciate you, 07. Thank you for renewing your membership. Elizabeth says, we need more lore in No Man's Sky. What was going on 2 years ago during the weekend expedition? Elizabeth, you and me both, man. I have a video series that is going to be always incomplete because I have a feeling they're never going to finish off the Ariadne missions. They're never going to do it. But I would love that. I have a feeling that they're like, we're going to wrap it up with this whole like corruption Void Mother thing. We're going to kind of just kind of wrap it all up together like that and just be done. Because I have a feeling we're going to see a few more updates for No Man's Sky for sure. I think 2024 is going to have a lot of updates for No Man's Sky. But now we know, and they've announced their new game, and you have to switch over to it. There might always be support for No Man's Sky. I have a feeling they will continually put out like expeditions. But at some point you got to say, look, we need to have more people on Light No Fire because we need, more content there. That's our new game. That's our flagship game. They're not doing any updates for Joe Danger anymore. They said, look, we're doing No Man's Sky now. So eventually they will slow down on No Man's Sky for sure. And they'll move over to Light No Fires. Oh, there we go. Star Bramble. Let me pull that out. That way. Did I not do it? I thought dang, I didn't even start it. I'll play both as long as I can. Dude, I will 100%. I will never stop playing No Man's Sky until it is unable to be played. So 20 years from now, when it's not backwards compatible with Windows 2005 or whatever it is, or 2035 or whatever version they have, Windows 15, whatever version they're on, if they're like, look, you cannot play No Man's Sky, it can't run on the new version of Windows, or it's not backwards compatible with the PS8 or the Xbox 360 no-scope headshot, I was like, okay, at that point I might give it up, but until then, if I can play it, I will be. I have almost 2,000 hours on PC. I have another 600 hours on Xbox and then another 100 hours, I believe, on PlayStation. So I will play it forever. And I think I have like 15 hours on Nintendo Switch. I forgot. Can't do it outside of a base. Or you're my base? There you are, right there. Flyleaf says, looking forward to you and Survival Bob continuing your rivalry in a new time. Dude, I can't wait. And I don't know if you've been watching Flyleaf, but we are playing Valheim together on a server. So we have a server with Beeblebum. Beeblebum has a server that he invited a lot of us to go play on. And so it's me, Survival Bob, Zane's World, Golden Geck, Hawks Gaming, Beeblebum. We're all together on one server in Valheim, and it has been really fun. So, and yeah, of course, we're friendly rivalry. We're trying to build and sabotage each other. As you do. And yeah, I can't wait for Light No Fire, dude. I cannot wait to see what we do with that. Like, I assume, and like they talked about how you can join together with your friends and build and do that kind of stuff. So I have no doubt that we're gonna have to like make a base or a build or something, play co-op in some way. Because as far as I know, it's probably not server based. It might be instance based though. Meaning, like in No Man's Sky, you have to invite people to your group for them to show up. Maybe that's how it's going to work with Light No Fire. Hey, what the? I thought I pulled it out. Oh. But, I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's just, hey, look, if you go to a city that has 1,000 people in it, you can see 1,000 characters. I don't think that's going to be possible. There's going to be a limit. There has to be a limit. As far as I'm aware, there has to be a limit. Whether that's 100 people, 50 people, 10 people, like, we don't know. You can only see so many people on a screen. I don't think that there's ever going to be a server. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there's ever going to be a server that's going to say, oh yeah, you could just load in and there's 10,000 people that you can look at. You can go into a building and if you look down on the street, you can see 10,000 other players. Probably not. Probably hundreds, maybe. But, you know, 1 million people? I doubt it. I think a server would explode if it could show you a million people at once. Used to watch Hawks back when I was playing Elite Dangerous. His guides are useful. Dude, yeah, Hawks is an amazing... I believe he started out with No Man's Sky with me. We started out at the same time back in 2018, 2017-ish. I think Hawks, I think, started before me. I would have to... I can't remember. I'm old. But I know Hawks was there when I was there. And then he kind of moved over after No Man's Sky kind of got stale for him. He moved over to Elite Dangerous, and now he's playing Star Citizen, excuse me. He's doing a lot of Star Citizen right now, which is really awesome. So, yeah. Heck yeah. Hawks made awesome No Man's Sky videos, too. Yeah, he did, 100%. He was making all kinds of really cool guides. It was me, it was Hawks, it was Zane, I believe, at the same time. It was Craze Gaming. I don't know if you guys watch Craze, Khraze. Craze is awesome. He does a lot of news and tip videos now for like, you know, he does a lot of like Cyberpunk and like Spider-Man. I think he's doing Avatar right now. That game came out and I should be playing Avatar, but I'm so pumped up and excited for No Man's Sky and Light No Fires that I have to play this instead. So I will be playing some Avatar. Probably cutting some videos on that as well. Light No Fire might have roles. Builder, cook, warrior, etc. Maybe. I mean, yeah, we don't know very much about that kind of stuff. I will say, I got the impression from a lot of the gameplay that we saw that it's going to be very reminiscent of No Man's Sky. So, like, for instance, I think that you're going to be able to cook and eat food. However, I feel like it's also going to be just like No Man's Sky, where you just have beans, and if you eat it, it refills your life bar, and you run for a little bit longer. That's it. And it just slowly drains, just like your life support does. So it's not going to be as in-depth as, like, some other stuff. Like, there's some survival games where you have to eat specific foods, or you have to drink water, or anything like that. I don't think, maybe they do, but I don't think they will go that deep into it. It'll be just a general, hey, look, go kill a pig, cook the meat, and you can eat it and regain some life back, and that's it. And you just need to do that every so often to keep your life bar full. That's it. No worries about you have to drink fluids or the food goes bad or anything like that. I don't think that'll be the case. I think it'll be just a, hey, I have 500 beans that I can eat, and that's what I carry with me. What am I doing? Don't need to do that. I need to make a... Can I make it? I need hermetic seal, metal plating, and more sodium. Could have sworn... Oh, there we go. I used it all up to make sodium nitrate. Let me grab that real fast. Get some of that stuff. Got our submarine. And also got some repair kits. That'll help. Gotta get our sodium. That's what I'm doing. First character in Light No Fires equals a Gek. Oh, dude. I wonder if they're going to have like a lizard or a turtle race. I would assume so. You could have like a some kind of a lizard or some kind of a Gek race. Has to, right? They have to. I think that's like, you have to do that, right? After the Gek. But who knows? Maybe they don't do any lizards or any water creatures. Like, you cannot be a salamander or a shark or a fish. You can only be like land animals, like rabbits, like wolves, like badgers, whatever. So, because the one thing I noticed, I didn't see any water creature characters, so I didn't see any fish or whale or anything like that. And I also didn't see any bird characters, like not a playable character. Like there are birds in the game, but you use them as mounts. So you're flying around on a big bird or a dragon. I didn't see any characters that were birds, like a raven or anything like that. I would love to see a raven character, though. That would be pretty awesome. I know you would too, Scar. You'd have to be the raven, right? Or the crow. Let's make our little guy here. Boom. That way I can make... Oh, yeah. Gotta make our metal plating. And our hermetic seal. Done and done. Now we're good. Oh, god dang it. Metal plating 2. So now we can cook. There was an otter-looking one. Those are in water. That's true, but I was thinking more of like a fish-type animal instead of... Because water, you know, an otter would be awesome. What's another water creature? I mean... a snake? That would be really cool. So something that's like more reptilian or like an actual fish, dolphin or something like that. That would be cool. Or a big shark or a whale type character. But I don't think that is on the menu. Wait a minute. Let me get my my food. Prepare that stuff. Prepare the impulse beans. I think you only need to make one, but I'm gonna cook it all up anyway. Warwick Learning says, Jason, are you going to be speedrunning any of the expedition replays? I mean, not like a normal speedrun, Warwick, just because we only get 1 week for each one. And the first couple of days is going to be learning where everything is and getting all the info. So, I mean, maybe, but I have a feeling that it's actually going to be more of just, hey, I'm going to put out guides on how to do it quickly, but not an official speedrun. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't think it's going to... We don't have enough time to really get a good speedrun down. So, I mean, I know I will be playing it next week, during the week, and maybe we'll do a couple speedruns to see how fast we can go. You're a dreamer, Jason. I try to be. Anthropomorphic raven would be me. Then the leopard empire would also have a card of it. Okay. Hello, better be lizards. Lizard Lounge. I mean, I would expect nothing less. Yes. I would love it if they... Maybe we get a dragon race that you can play. So you're a small, like a dragon humanoid version of a dragon. That would be really cool. Place pilgrim berries in the nutrient processor. Yeah, we got to refine it again to get the liquid. I wonder how they're going to do portals or the HUD. I would hate to see people's bases cluttering my screen with small icons. That is going to be the big question. Because, like in No Man's Sky, you cannot turn off individual icons. Like, I wish that I could go into my menu and under, like, accessibility, let me turn off different markers. Like, for instance, a lot of people complain about communication stations. Let us have an option to turn it off. Like, say, I could not see communication station icons or base markers. Okay, but they don't. The only option you get is under General. You can turn the HUD on and off. That's it. It's either all on or all off. There's no in between. So I wish that there was more customizability with that. That way I can choose, oh, I only want to see these specific markers. I don't want to see everyone's stuff. I just want to see particular ones. That way I can clear off. Like look at that. I can see communication stations all over. If I could just turn off all communication stations, that would be cool because it would clean up a lot of the weird icons all over the map or all over the screen. No, wait. I got to make launch fuel before I go over to my ship. Lord knows. I don't have enough. There we go. Boom. There we go. And I can't make it when I'm too far away from my base. I do like the look of the animal races. Professor Cynical, 100%. I think they're all really cool looking. I think that the game itself has a really good art style. So it's not quite No Man's Sky, but it is very similar. It's like a very retro fantasy themed No Man's Sky. So like some of the plant life, like there's some of these flowers, they showed up in the trailer. So I was like, oh, okay. That's how you know it's a No Man's Sky engine, because these flowers showed up. You're like, oh, okay. But the grass was way taller. It flowed a lot better, a lot smoother. It had different colors on it. It was very cool. So they definitely tweaked it a lot. But it has that same like flavor, if you know what I mean. You can, if nobody told me that was a No Man's Sky game and you showed me that trailer, the first thing I would think of is, did Hello Games make this? Because it really feels like a No Man's Sky type of game. There's just so many different, like getting on your dragon. They got on their mount and it did this animation. Oh wait, gotta go third person. Third person. It did this animation. It did that. It did that zoom in just like that, like you were getting in a ship, except for it was your character getting on a dragon. The same exact animation. So it feels very reminiscent of No Man's Sky, 100%. Oh, phase 3 is done. Let's give myself some more technology room. And let's go to the 4th rendezvous right here. Legendary says, yeah, it's stuff like that in Light No Fires that I hope they bring back into No Man's Sky. I mean, I hope so. I hope so, Legendaries. But I also think that there's a reason why they haven't yet. Because if it's in Light No Fires already, that means they've had it and they've been working on that game for 5 years. It's not like they just slapped it together yesterday. So they've been able to do that, but they haven't done it yet in No Man's Sky. It makes me think that they've changed some things on the back end, and that gave them the room to do it in like Light No Fire. So I don't know if that in my brain, and there's a whole bunch of assumptions. I am just speculating, but in my brain, it means that they cut some features because they know that nobody uses them or not a lot of people use them. And because they cut those features, they had a little bit more breathing room to focus on other things, more quality of life stuff that would work better in Light No Fires. But you can't cut things once you put them out there. Like, people would get upset if you start removing things like, oh, you can't do third-person camera anymore. But if you're only in first person, the game runs better and we can do some other stuff. We just had to remove that third-person camera. Everyone would riot. They'd be like, no, I play in third person. So there's some things that you just, once you give it, you cannot take it back. But if you've never given it, like, no one has played Light No Fires, so you don't know what they've cut because you've never had it. DBZ Madman, thank you for being a member for 7 months, dude. Very much appreciated. Saying, what's going on, Jason? Are you playing the expedition? I am. We are on the new expedition, started today, DBZ. So you have 1 week. They shortened them this year. So normally expeditions last 2 weeks. This year, they're only lasting 1. So you have a week to get it done. Until next Friday, you have 1 week. Jump in here and get it over the weekend or something. Make sure, don't wait, because it's going to go by real quick and all of a sudden you didn't get it. But yeah, we have 1 week to do it, and I am on phase 4 doing all of this stuff. Gotta do my my package here. Boom. Pop that. Oh yeah, we need to sell some of this. Look at that, I got all this stuff in here. I need to make room in my inventory because I got so much just trash. Underwater protection module, we don't need that. We don't need fireworks. We do need this, so we'll pop that in there. Wait a minute, Oh yeah, look at all this stuff I have in here that I can just do that, I can sell all the food. Icarus fuel, we don't need that, don't need that. We don't need pulse spitter, we don't need that. Yeah, we need to sell some of this stuff. I can't sell my my upgrades, like my technology upgrades, because no one's gonna buy them. However, I can sell Maybe. Caramelized nightmare. Yes. I can sell the apple cake of lost souls. Yes, that's kind of creepy. Salty donuts. Oh, yes. Fluffy throat ripper. Fluffy throat ripper. That's kind of a... I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that. A gooey screamer.
That's what she said.
Oh, my Lord. All right, we're just doing that to get it out of our inventory. That way we can have more room in here. And so let's start organizing this a little bit more. Out of range? Out of range? It's like right there. What are you talking about out of range? Killing me. Done. Like this. That. These need to stay with me. That way I have them. I can go away, though. All right, we're good. I need to keep the nutrient processor because we're going to have to cook some more stuff later on, I feel like. It's a replay of the expedition number 9, Utopia. Yes, so this is a replay of the Utopia Expedition. So if you missed that one, you can play it again. It's a shortened one, so the milestones take a lot less to do. And you still get the rewards for doing it. So if you complete it, you can get the faction posters, which is really, if you're base building, that's fine. You can get the holographic friend plans. You can also get the, the fearsome visor. I have that right now, so a new helmet. You also get the speeder starship right there, the Utopia speeder, if you didn't get it before. Ugh, I need to drink some liquids. A gooey screamer. That's what she said, quote book. Install them and then break them. I mean, I could do that. I'd rather get the nanites though, Chris. But I mean, yeah, ultimately I should probably do that. That way I can just get the materials instead. I cannot install those because I don't have my stuff out here. Boom. There we go. Let's go down here. Here we go. This is our next location. Is there a way to figure out which expeditions you have completed on your account? I'm on PC. Janet, there is. There is a way. So, let me show you that. So I'm going to do... Wait a minute. Let me get out and save, Janet. I'll show you how to do that. Let me stop. I will say the thing I will tell you is go to your save and then go to the space anomaly. So let's do this. I can show you how to do that real fast. I'll go to my main save. Because when you complete an expedition, it unlocks everything for all of your saves. It's not just for your expedition save, it's for all of your saves. So, an easy way to check that is go to whatever save is your main save, the save you play the most. Go in there, go to the space anomaly, and check that. So let's go over here. This is my main save that I have all my upgrades, all my stuff on. Yeah, see, asteroids don't know what to do. They're freaking out, man. They know, they're like, oh, do I need to be here? No, we're not. It doesn't take an afternoon. Yeah, probably a couple hours. Maybe. You're probably faster than me if you're paying attention. I'm not paying attention. I'm kind of like reading chat and getting distracted and stuff. If you know what you're doing and you're actually following the milestones, you can knock it out probably really fast. So let's go over here. So all you have to do is go over to the Quicksilver robot right over here and check on your expedition rewards. And they'll tell you, oh, you have this one or oh, you don't. So I should have them all unlocked because this is my main save and I've unlocked every expedition. I've done all of them. So go over here to your Quicksilver items. Oh, no. Go to your collect expedition rewards. Let me move my face out of the way. That way you guys can see this. So go to the option that says collect expedition rewards right here. And it'll tell you, oh, you've collected. Oh, I have not collected my Normandy. Don't be jealous. But yeah, it'll tell you previously collected and it'll tell you what it is. Boom, boom, boom. And you can go through all of them and see which ones you did not do. And if it's red, like this one, specifically this one, it says it's available, but it should tell you, hey, you need to complete this expedition in order to unlock it. So it'll say, hey, look, you need to complete expedition number 4, milestone 5, and then you can unlock that, or whatever it is. But yeah, just kind of rotate through. I have all of them. So there you go. That is the easy way to check it, to make sure you've done them. Because again, if you have not completed an expedition, it will come up in red and say you need to complete this thing before you can earn this. Before you can claim it. They're freaking out, man. Game's over. Game's over. All right. Mark says, hey, Jason, is there any new expedition? Yes, there is. Started today, Mark. We have the expedition replay. So it's not technically a new one. It's a replay of an old expedition. But if you missed the Utopia one, if you did not finish the Utopia Expedition, you can replay it right now and get all the rewards for the Utopia Expedition. That is the speeder starship. You can also get the helmet for that, the fearsome helmet. So there's some pretty cool stuff in there. They also have like posters and things like that. I believe there is a robotic pet. Let me check. So we have that. Let's see. Completed phase 2. Friend. Fearsome visor. Robot warden companion egg. So you get a robot warden for completing this one on phase 4 at least. So yeah, there's a few cool items that people like. The speeder is probably the one that everyone wants because it's a cool starship. Man, I am way off here. Go, go, go! Thanks! No problem, Janet, no problem. Light no fires. I want to be a true global fiend, or finite. What? Okay, I want it to be a true global finite, but functionally infinite true globe size. That way, continents feel like continents. And there's Antarctica, there's ocean. I also want cross-play. Now, I'm of two minds about that. I don't think it's going to be... Like, I don't think there's going to be continents, or I don't think there's going to be, like, a true globe. I don't think you're going to be able to start out, spawn in one area, and if you walk in a straight line, you can go all the way around the planet. I don't think that's going to be possible. Maybe it is, and I just don't know, because I don't. But I don't think it's going to be possible. What I do think it's going to be is, it's going to be a huge, huge, massive map that does not have any edges. There's no edges, or if there is... They are so far away that you would have to walk for years and years, weeks and weeks, months and months, hours and hours before you get to the edge. Because Sean Murray said he wanted to make an open world game that was truly open world, where there is no invisible walls, there was no edges. And that is specifically what I honed in on. Like, oh, there's no edges. That means there's no, like, going to, you know, bumping into a, oh, that's the limit. You can't go any farther than that. Now, do I think there is? Yeah, I absolutely do. But I also think it's going to take so long to get there that, yeah, like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, someone might get to the edge of Light No Fires. Someone probably will, but it's going to take a long time to get there. But I also would love to have a planet that you can run around and you know the locations for it. So you know, oh, we have the Pacific Ocean here, and everyone knows where the Pacific Ocean is, and it's the same for everyone, and everyone can go to it and everyone runs to it. The only problem with that is when you have millions of players. You know, like right now, I'm not running into anybody, so I can mine these resources. I can get this carbon because no one else is ever going to come here. No one else will ever come to this exact point and try this unless I tell them to and they teleport in or I bring them in co-op. But you will not randomly just run into this, more than likely. So you don't have to worry about, oh, there's a million people on this one particular piece of the map, and so there's no resources there. There's no carbon, there's no whatever. that would be a problem if the planet was small enough for you to run into each other like that. That is why I think it is just a massive open map that, you know, is so large that they could say, oh, we're going to randomly put you on this map, but I might start on, you know, this point, and Beeblebum starts way over here, but that distance between us is like millions of miles away. And so we can run to each other, and eventually we would hit each other after weeks of running in the same direction, like towards each other. We could do that. Or I can just invite him to my game, and I would invite him into a co-op game, and it would load him in my area or whatever. But if we just randomly spawned, it would take us a while to get to each other. That's what I'm thinking. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. I've never seen Light No Fires until last night. No idea. Midnight says there is no gun to shoot them, so finger gun. Exactly, finger gun. DBZ Madman says, Jason, why not go into a Discord call with some friends and stream a talk about the game everyone seems to be excited for? I mean, we could do that. The only problem when you get a lot of people like that is everyone starts to talk over each other. When I worked in radio, that was the one, like, major deal. They're like, look, when you do a show, invite, like, 1 or 2 people. Don't invite 5, because then you have 2 or 3 people. They'll talk over each other, and nobody can hear anything. And so it's always a good idea until you realize everyone's excited. It would be me, Beeblebum, Survival Bob, Zane, Gek, Professor Cynical, Captain Steve, and we'd all be just talking like crazy because we all have a lot to say. Oh, wait. Oh, we have to upload, so let's pop these down. And upload that base. Give me that, give me that. And we can do this. Beautiful. Got it. What was that? All right. Chair says, I understood what Sean said as a globe, so they could generate an entire globe, so there would be a way to walk in a straight line to get back to your position. I mean, and that very well could be Chair, because he talked about making an Earth-like thing. But what I think he meant by that is, like, in real life, if I wanted to walk to Beeble's house, Beeble lives over in Europe. I live in the United States. If I wanted to walk over to Beeble's house, it would take me weeks and weeks, probably months, to walk all the way over there. Now, I could jump on a train and a plane and kind of go around, and so maybe that kind of shrinks it down a little bit. But to me, it seems like they were trying to make something large enough to where everyone's not bumping into each other constantly. Like, if you want to, you can invite people into a group, and you can all play in the same area because you invited each other to join in a certain area. But if I played single player, I turn off multiplayer, and I wanted to play on my own, it would just randomly spawn me on a spot on the globe on the map, and I could potentially, run, maybe get to the edge, but I don't think so. I don't think it's built like that. I think it's more of like a Minecraft. It's a flat area, and it has different spots on it, but it's just more of a flat area rather than a gigantic, massive globe. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? Sean Murray and the team at Hello Games knows. That's about it. Oh, make sure I get in here. Wait for a few seconds. That way it registers that I was in there. Let me grab that. Would be the same math to each person. What? I don't know. 345 days to walk around the equator if you walked at 3 miles 24/7, no stopping. I mean, yeah, that's a long, long time. A year. It would take you almost a year if you never slept. So, and I mean, and maybe it is a massive globe that they've built, and they've spent 5 years building this massive Earth-like globe in a game. That could very well be it. I don't know. But I don't think so. Because The game engine they're using is the same one they use for No Man's Sky, so it's procedurally generated. So why not? If it was me making this thing, I would just say, okay, I need to generate 1 billion kajillion square miles, square kilometers of terrain. And I want some of it to be ocean, some of it to be mountains, some of it to be snowy, some of it to be desert, and just randomly make it. And just make it wide enough and long enough to where if I populated Beeblebum on one corner and Jason on the other corner, it would take them years to walk to each other. So is it possible? Absolutely. Is it likely? No. Like, no one is going to spend that much time walking in one direction trying to do it. I mean, I shouldn't say that. One person on the planet probably will do that. But a majority of players aren't going to do that. Instead, what they'll do is they'll say, hey, Beeblebum, I want to play some Light No Fires. You want to join my game? And I invite him to my game just like in No Man's Sky, and you just get teleported into my area, and you're done. Instead of having to walk all over the map, I can just teleport you in. Does that work? Nope. Okay. I thought we had to get a certain animal over like 200,000. Record an underwater creature over 50 kilograms. 50 kilos. All right. Most corrosive blood. Man. Oh, there you go. Got worms. So we need an ocean that is really deep. So let's see. I don't think this is deep enough. Nope, this is not deep enough. And it's procedural generated, so everyone will be different like Valheim. Oh, Midnight, no, I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's going to be procedural generated in that way. I think it's going to be like No Man's Sky. In No Man's Sky, it's procedurally generated. However, it's procedurally generated. So when I visit a planet, it was made procedurally, but the planet is the same. If I invite you to my game right now and you landed on this planet, it would be the exact same planet for you. There we go. Done and done. So I don't think it's procedurally generated in the way that, oh, the map is completely different for everybody. I think that it's just, again, I think it's one gigantic, super mega map that if I put you in the center, it's going to be a snowy mountain. And if I get put in the center, it's still a snowy mountain. They're both the exact same points. It's just that the map is so large that I could put you on a snowy mountain in the center, and then I would put me over on the right-hand corner, and it's 1 million miles away, and it might have snowy mountains over there, but it's not the same exact area. It'll look different. But if you join my game, it'll look the same to you as well. If you get what I mean. Just like in No Man's Sky, the planets are procedurally generated, but they are the same for everybody. So everyone sees the same thing. If you come here, you see the same animals, you see the same terrain, the same plants, you see the same everything. It's not different for everyone. Oh God, don't die. There we go. What do I have to do? I did my creature, so now acquired taste, prepare syrupy viscera. Oh yeah, I need to do my viscera. I need to get these guys. So here, yeah, give me that. I need worms. Give me those worms. Hungry tendrils. Thank you. I believe it's just fleshy ropes, or is it the actual these things? The vial spawn. I think it's just the fleshy ropes you need, right? We'll pick up both just in case. I don't know. Kill 3 hungry tendrils. Vessel of many mouths. That's kind of gross. Vessel of many mouths. I didn't even realize that's what they got called. That's kind of gross. We should clarify the Earth is not 1 million miles large. That is true. It's like kajillion, billion, gazillion. Oh. So, I mean, I'm just speculating. I'm not saying that I know absolutely 100%. It's just what I feel like what they're going to do. I'm just kind of explaining my thought process. Is it correct? I have no idea. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Sean Murray's like, no, we made one little tiny globe and we're all on it together. Like, you can walk around that planet in, like, you know, an hour or two. I don't know. I have no idea. But what it sounded like to me was just one massive map that if you ran long enough, you're not going to come back to the same spot you left. Instead, it's just huge and you can't reach the edge. Or if you do, it's going to take you so long to reach the edge that you're going to have to run for days and weeks and months in order to reach the edge of the map, if it's possible. All right, we need to make some stuff here. Let's cook some viscera. Gather. Wow, sweet root, really? No. Well, son of a bee. Oh, never mind. I got it. I got it. Sweet root is here. He's a flat earther, dude. I have a feeling that Light No Fires is gonna be a flat earth thing. You know, and it won't feel like it. It'll have all the appearances of being like on Earth. It will have all the appearances of that. If you look at the edge of the planet, the map, it'll be curved. It'll look like it is a complete like planet. However, if you were to actually look at the game files, I have a feeling it would just be one big flat area that is just massive, like ridiculously large. And they use procedural generation. They said, okay, we have a computer algorithm that will just automatically generate all this stuff, so they don't have to hand carve and place by hand. Oh, we need one plant right here and we need one building right here. No, they use algorithms to just generate it. And then they went through and they've been spending 5 years going through and making sure, oh, we need a mission here, so we need to make sure there's a building here. All right. But they're not handcrafting every square inch. They're just handcrafting certain elements of it. We need eggs? Oh, God. Well, let's grab one of these eggs over here. Oh, we need gigantic ocean monsters, dude. That would be. We do have the alluring specimens. They're not gigantic, but they're pretty scary. I wonder if there's going to be continents separated by the sea. I would imagine. So, but again, no idea. It could just be big bodies of water, but there's not actually like a continent. Like what we would consider a big continent. But who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe they have gigantic oceans that you can cross that are just, they take hours to go across. They could. It's possible. I don't know if it's going to happen, though, but it's possible. Outward style, Okay, another robotic companion egg among rewards. Yep, lizard. Yep. Well, it's mostly for, it's replay, so it's mostly for the people who missed it the first time. So, you know, if you didn't get a chance to finish it, or you weren't playing No Man's Sky, like if you're a brand new player, you're like, hey, I wasn't able to get that thing. Can I get the cool robotic thing? Oh, yeah, you can. Done. I think we're good. 2.5 hours, and I'm almost done with this thing. So, yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be able to get this done pretty quickly. Let me throw in that. Sweet root. Switch players finally can get golden vector. Exactly, you can finally get the golden vector on the Switch when it releases. I don't think this expedition has it as a reward, so it's not this one. Get out of here with that. Then the flesh ropes. Ew. Nanoplasm says, like, if you spawn in the Arabian desert and spawn an island in the Pacific, the experience will never be the same, but you are still on the same Earth. Yeah, exactly. So it's still technically the same map. And you could potentially, just like in No Man's Sky, when the game first released, they said that there was no way to meet each other. And someone did it. They literally found a way to do it. And that's when they were like, oh, well, son of a... Okay, I guess we got to make it to where you can meet each other. So I think that it's totally possible that if you really were dedicated and you found a way, you probably could in Light No Fire. You could, like, I could get on a dragon and fly to Beeblebum's position, like wherever he was on the map. However, it's going to take dedication and time. You got to know what you're doing. You have to spend some time traveling there, however fast you can. And maybe we both meet together. Like, hey, you're in the northwest, I'm in the southeast. Let's just come together in the middle. You fly towards me, I fly towards you. That way it cuts the travel time in half. Ooh, and the larval cores. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just... I think I just refined my cores, didn't I? I did. I freaking... Damn it. Well, I need to get one. So I don't think you need to make multiples. You just need one. I think I did put my cores in there. It's just like an automatic reflex. I'm trying to get my nanites. So... Yeah, I don't see any cores in here. I think I refined them. Just like how your ancestors did it. Yeah, jump on your dragon and go. Oh. Dun dun dun. Alright, gotta put the cores in there and the sausage as well. Not just the cores. Give me that nightmare sausage. Oh, I need to put the sugar in there now. All right, we need to make some nastiness in processed sugar. There we are. New games are $70 average these days. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what is a price point you would pay for a new game from Hello Games? I mean, if they charge $70, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, depending on the game. Purge a site of biological horrors? What? Okay. I don't think we need another food thing, but we'll take that for now, just in case. Return to your ship and receive the site code. Oh, yeah, we need to do that. So we need to fly there. Where's my ship? Up here. I was 11 minutes behind. Just caught up. Oh, no, James. Holy cow. Where are you? $1 an hour, so 70-hour game. I don't know. I don't really agree with the whole you need to pay for the hour. Like, for instance, if you make a game that is 100 hours, but it is the trashiest, most boring, stupid game ever, should you charge $100 for it because it's 100 hours long? I feel like when you start going by that kind of a metric, people will start fluffing their game with just ridiculously stupid things that are irritating because they want to make it longer because then they can justify a higher price. Because I would pay $70 for a game that is amazingly fun and I only spent 5 hours on. If it was like the best game I've ever played, but it was only 5 hours long, I would not be mad about $70. But if on the opposite end, if it's a piece of crap game that takes it 100 hours to finish, I don't care. I'm not paying $100 for that or $70 or whatever. It's not worth it to me because the game is not fun itself. Because there's plenty of games that I've beaten, like, for instance, Dead Space. I love Dead Space Remake. That game is like an 8-hour game. 8-hour game. Does that deserve not to be the same price as, like, No Man's Sky? I've spent 1,000 hours on No Man's Sky. Does that mean No Man's Sky is better than Dead Space? Not necessarily. Just because of the hours. We already have a problem with the games dragging out instead of focusing on quality. I don't want to encourage it. 100% Lizard. That is the worry that I would have. Is that game developers would find ways to pad out a game, and they do it still now, because they do have that idea that, oh, a longer game means it's better. It's like, no, not necessarily. I've played plenty of games that were terrible, but they were super long, so okay, great, they're good. No. And I played plenty of short games. You know, I've played, for instance, I played The Invincible. The Invincible is 5-6 hours to beat it. Do I think that is worth a $70 game? Probably not. But do I think it's worth $5? No. Just because it's 5 hours long doesn't mean it should be $5. I think it's a very good, top quality game. You know, we're talking $20, $30. Okay. That's the right price. You know, there's games like that where you're like, okay, I can see that. I can see that. So yeah, it all depends on the person as well. Barbie's Playhouse is not a $70 game to me, but my baby niece would pay $100 for Barbie Playhouse. Okay. I'm not going to say she's wrong. If it's worth it to her, if she thinks it's worth the money, then go for it. Oh, echo detected. Dun dun dun. Ooh, dun dun. $100+ per person, the cost of a dinner date these days in California, dude. Thank God my wife is not like that. Like, you need to spend at least, $300 on it. It's like, hey, look, I'm in the mood for burgers. Let's go get burgers. All right, just $20 or whatever. Or there's days where it's like, hey, look, I want a fancy dinner. All right, let's go get a fancy dinner. That's fine. Mark says, you should have said it if you're going to park and you pay for one price and get the park to ride the... wait a minute. You should have said if you go to a park and you pay for one price to get in the park to ride on the rides they have, but some are more popular than others, you should still pay one price for it. No, I don't think that's it's an analogy, but I don't think it's a good one, because if I go to a theme park, if I buy a ticket to go into Jason's Funhouse and I have 2 rides, very short, and the rides suck, they're falling apart, I should not charge the same price as Disneyland. So there is a difference in quality. But I don't think that quality is depending on the amount of rides or the how fast the rides are. It depends on what I consider to be a good ride or not. Jason has the short ride. I always have the short ride.
That's what she said.
Oh. And I did it. What? Oh, the second? Whoa, we have a secondary objective? What? Oh. The space station. Got it. All right. Yeah. That makes sense. We're about to be done with this one. And then I think we have to fix our hyperdrive finally. So I should have enough money to make a hyperdrive, but I'm gonna need to install it, so that's not good. Oh God, that's why. Oh Jesus. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, this one's gone. I was wondering why my scans weren't going so well. It's because I have it overloaded. That's why. Don't need that. Don't need. I mean, I could use that, I guess. Boom. Let's go to the abandoned station here. A Heather has appeared. Hello, Heather. Jason's starter hauler looks way better than mine. Ninja. This is the first time I've gotten a good one with wings on it. Look at that thing. That looks really awesome. I love the wings on this thing. I am super happy. And my character is a Gek. This is a really good expedition start or profile. I like it. I like it a lot. Heather says, hey Jason, how's it going? Going okay. I am definitely tired. I'm making a lot of rookie mistakes because I am sleepy, I think. So phase 4 is done. We're about to get done in about, what, over 3 hours a little bit. I can't really install anything else, so I'm going to get rid of the Exocraft boost. Exocraft. We can sell some stuff. Get it out of my inventory. Oh my God, yes. Launch thruster module. I will take that. Life support, I'm guessing. Boom, boom, boom. I can sell some of this stuff. Yeah, look, I got all this stuff in my inventory. Don't need the weapon anymore. Yeah, let's sell some stuff. Let's sell some stuff. Like that. Baked eggs, because I am dumb and I wasn't paying attention. We don't need the hex. We don't need the sugar anymore. We don't need any food, I'm assuming. That, the worm skin, vial spawn, nutrient bomb, boom, boom, boom. Construction thing. We can sell that and sell that. That. I think we're good. Oh, yeah. I have uranium. Let's buy some uranium. That way I can actually have my launch fuel. Expedition. Claim the final planet for Utopia. All right, let's go. Final planet. Yeah, I don't think we can make a... Yeah, we're not making a hyperdrive, I guess. Did any other game catch your eye at the Game Awards? Mark! There was a side-scroller. I cannot remember what it was. It was, I believe it was an African-themed side-scroller. Oh my God, that looked really good. There was a lot of weird horror games. Hideo Kojima's OD. I mean, it caught my attention, but not for good reasons. It looks like a scary, very strange game. I thought it was Death Stranding for a while. I kept thinking, oh yeah, it's Death Stranding. This is Death Stranding, and then like, no, actually, it's not. Does everyone get the same starting ship? No, you will get a hauler, but it'll be a different kind. It'll be cosmetically, it'll look different, but you'll have all the same upgrades. You know, we all start with the same upgrades, the same class. It looks different. Cosmetically, it looks different. Dun dun dun. Grab that. I have my Robo Warden egg. Let me see. Let me hatch him. There we go. Got my Robo. Cannot summon my companion here. What? Why not? Oh, because my egg is down there. All right, let me do this. Come on. Pop. Really? All right, I gotta go down on the ground. That way I can hatch my egg. There you go. My Robo Warden. There's one of your rewards you get. You have to feed him batteries because he's a robot. I like it. Get that. The African-themed side-scroller is called the Tales of Kazera. Hey, it looks amazing. So I am all about it. Whenever that comes out, I will be looking for it for sure. Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver looked good too. It's a, I think it's a DLC. So it's Dave the Diver, but it's a Dredge DLC, like crossover. So I'm all excited for that. Heck yeah. 10 hours. Oh, God. I thought it was really close. Never mind. Let's get up here. And let's fly over to the last base. Okay, there we go. Boom. I thought I was caught. Last base area. Just found my hauler. It's got baby wings. Richard, hey, at least you got wings. I hate it when the haulers are just like a long tube. Then you're like, really? This is kind of a waste. Got my Gek nip. I can put that away, 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 put that away. Install this, I guess. There we go. A weapon. 9.5 gig download, and then I can play. Nice. Yep, getting there, man. Gotta be busy for the weekend. So I started about 4.5 hours ago on the last objective now. Nice. Very awesome. I'm at 3 hours now. Well, I mean, like 2 hours, 45 minutes, because the first part of my stream is always the countdown and then the chatting to make sure we're all like excited about the I'm never gonna remember the name. Light No Fires, or Light No Fire. What's your opinion on Spider-Man 2? Oh, Ollie, I love it. I thought it was really, really well done. I'm a big sucker for like the open world exploration stuff, because I'm a weird like OCD kind of guy. I like to collect everything, and so I will just slowly work my way through a map and do all these side objectives, collect all the cool collectibles. This is where you want me to build my base? Are you freaking serious? Okay. Right next to a resource depot. Let's do it, I guess. But yeah, I love it. I think it's really, really good. I'm just like Starfield. I think it should be in the Game of the Year discussion, but I don't think it is the Game of the Year. I love Starfield, don't get me wrong, but after playing Lies of P, I think that's my Game of the Year. My personal Game of the Year. I love Starfield. Starfield is either number 1 or number 2 for me this year, but Lies of P is also right there. Lies of P is so good. I absolutely adore that game. It is one of my favorite games of the last like 10 years probably. I can play that game just constantly, all the time. Such a good game. Oh, my bad. About a half hour before you, so maybe like 3.5. Oh, no worries, you lizards. I mean, yeah, it's pretty quick. It's a pretty quick expedition, guys. So we're gonna get it done easily without any practice, without any anything. Getting it done within, you know, a few hours, within an afternoon, easy enough. So I don't think it'll be a big deal to do this one. I'm probably going to put out like a couple of videos just to make sure everyone knows, oh yeah, collect all this stuff. Make sure you have this much because you're going to need it for this thing. Need tritium. Really? I need tritium, huh? Okay, well, I thought I had some on my ship. I guess not. Do I not have any? I have 0. Man, okay. Well, that's not good. Do I need to make a hyperdrive? Acquire starship upgrade? Discover creatures on the final world. Pinpoint a gas. Warp beyond. Okay, so we do need to make a hyperdrive. So before we leave, I need to find a copper deposit so I can make a whole bunch of chromatic metal. There we go. Because we need to make a hyperdrive. So one of the rewards you're going to get is a hyperdrive. You're going to need to build that and slap it in your ship. And you're also going to need to make fuel. Not just the hyperdrive itself. You need to make fuel. We are on normal mode, so it's not going to be that much fuel. But you need some. Dun, dun, dun. And then Mark, very much appreciated for the super chat, saying you need to play that 80s action movies homage here. Really? What 80s action homage? Are you saying Rock City? Are you saying Rock City? Are you talking about Liza P? Because Liza P, I don't know if I would call it an 80s action like homage. I appreciate it. 07 though. If you're talking about Rock City, I've not played that. I've heard it's not very good, but I haven't played it, so I don't know for sure. The Ultimate Collector, thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated, man. Saying, if you like Liza P, try Elden Ring. I have tried Elden Ring. I have beaten Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring when it came out. So I'm a big Dark Souls kind of player. I played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I played Bloodborne. I played Lords of the Fallen. I didn't like Lords of the Fallen as much as Liza P. I play all those kind of games. Good. I love those games. Yeah, you are pretty good. I love all those type of games. Absolutely adore them. So yeah, I beat Elden Ring when it came out. I think it was February of 2022. I think it was February of last year it came out. And I beat it like immediately. I put in, I think I have 300 hours in it. I love Elden Ring. One of my favorites, but I still think Bloodborne is the best game that From Software has ever made. Bloodborne is so freaking good. I went back and I started playing it. I have it on my PS5 right now. I went back and started playing Bloodborne. It is so good. Even, I think it's 10 years old at this point. Even 10 years later, it's still so good. Nothing beats it. All right, let's get some tritium. That way I can make my last kiosk, and then we need to get the hyperdrive. Ollie says, what is your opinion on the GTA 6 trailer? Because I loved it. I thought it was really good. It is in line with what I assumed they would do. So, like for GTA 5, GTA 4, they had the more traditional, like, hey, here's a minute-long or a 90-second-long trailer. It's cinematic. It just kind of sets the theme for the game. It shows you kind of gameplay, but it's more of we're setting the tone. And so I think it set a tone. It's going to be making fun of content creators, which I think could be funny. It could be making fun of social media kind of stuff. So satire, it's Grand Theft Auto, which I love. I appreciate. They do satire of whatever is currently funny at the time. Like, oh, this is what everyone makes fun of. You know, the whole like influencers and people doing crazy stuff on TikTok and Instagram for views. Okay. So I appreciate it. I think it's funny. I think it's good. I think it's looking good. Graphically, it looks really, really good. So, I mean, you know, it's Grand Theft Auto, so they have a big enough budget to make it look good. Red Dead Redemption 2 looked amazing, so no surprise that it's going to look pretty dang good. You sound like Big Mac's Dude fan. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Big Mac's Dude is. Mark says, I don't remember the name, but there was a trailer last night for a retro game that's an homage to an 80s action movie. Your Love. I'm trying to rack my brain on that, Mark. Oh, God. What was that trailer? There was a few. Was it a shooter? Had to be a shooter, right? Oh, God. I think I know which one you're talking about. You might need to link that to me. That way I know which one it is. I think I know what one. I can't remember the name of it, though. There's a lot of those games that got announced and shown off, and I'm like, I'm never going to remember that. I'm never going to remember that name. Utopia ship customizer. Look at this. I wish they would put these in the normal game. That way you didn't have to go to the space anomaly. You can just buy it whatever here. You need to buy your hyperdrive. That's the one you do need to buy one from. And then we need to scan, what is it? 3 creatures on this planet. So let's walk around a little bit. We also need to find a gas location. So let's do that one, the gas hotspot. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized. Do I have my my survey device? Do I even have one? I do. Quantum computer and magnetic resonator. I don't have either one of those. Can I even build those? I can. Thank God they give you those recipes. Where's my quantum computer? There it is. Jeez. All right. I should have bought that from the space station, but I didn't because I'm a genius. And then we'll pop this in here. So we need more chromatic metal. Are you serious? I thought I had enough. No? Oh, I didn't pull it out. Okay. There you go. And I didn't buy any microprocessors. Okay, we need to visit the space station again because I didn't buy half the stuff I should have bought. Dang it. Let's go to that space station. Actually, before we go, oh, we can't find the gas anyway, so anyway, we have to go to the space station. Son of a. So we can probably buy a lot of what we need here. Not everything. I'm sure they're missing some pieces there. What exocraft should I deploy in the first phase? Whichever one you want, because you don't really need to use it after, you know, that first phase. So you can pick whichever one you prefer. So I went with the smaller one, the roamer, just because it's a little bit faster and you get your distance quicker. But after you do the first phase and you drive around in your exocraft for a little while, you're done. You don't need it anymore. What is up with your Streamlabs? What do you mean? What's going on with Streamlabs? Oh, is it not working? It should be working. Mother, is Streamlabs not paying attention? Come on, Streamlabs. It should be. Come on, Streamlabs. Oh, maybe Streamlabs is down. I can't even get to the website, huh? Yeah, I think Streamlabs, the website itself, might be down. Yeah, Twitter's working for me. My stream is still going good. Streamlabs.com might be down because I can't even access it. Okay. Oh, there it goes. There we go. I mean, I don't know. We're almost at the end of the stream anyway, but let's make sure it's working. Yeah, I think Streamlabs is having issues. Nope. Beeble bum. Do you think we'll get ship customization? Ollie, I don't think we will. I mean, if we do get ship customization, I think it's going to be very limited. It'll be like, hey, you can change the colors of your ship. It's not going to be full on, hey, you can change out the wings or the cockpit or the engine. I don't think the engine in No Man's Sky has that much customization ability to it. Like, it's not able to switch those things out on the fly. I feel like it's procedurally generated, so it's hard encoded. And it's very difficult to let someone just switch out pieces on their own. So that's why I think it's never going to be like that. Like, maybe we get color customization, like you can change out the colors to whatever you want. But other than that, I don't think we're going to get very much in that way. Well, what are you doing, Cloudbot? Cloudbot should be awake now. So let's get over here and buy some stuff out of here. We need microprocessors. We're going to need quantum computer and magnetic resonators. I don't think that's going to show up here, though. I'm pretty sure that's not going to show up here. Oh, wait a minute. No, hydraulic wire. No, look at that. Boom. Okay, never mind. I lied. It's all here. It's all here. Son of a... Okay. I should have just bought it when I was here. God. Bless it. All right. Oh, we need one more resonator. So we need 3, not 2. We need 3 resonators. So yeah, that's just for future reference. Now I know when I make my guide, you need to be at a base to build that thing. Son of a... All right. Let's go back to the base and build my my scanner. There you are, Streamlabs. Very awesome. Jason has died 7 times total in Bela's Rest. Well, thank you, Octum, for reminding me how much I suck. Teleport. I should have teleported back, Ogden. Well, I wanted to fly. I don't want to. I gotta warm up my engines. That way we can hyperdrive out of here. Adam Rogers says, I have never done an expedition before. Are they worth it? Absolutely, Adam. You get special rewards that you cannot earn any other way. And I say that kind of jokingly, but it's very hard to find them. You get special rewards for completing them. You get like special helmets that you can't get any other way. You can whenever there's Twitch drops, they randomly show up. But for the most part, there are special items that you can only get this way. So it's totally worth it. So I think it's totally worth it. And for me, it's a fun new way to play the game. I think it kind of breaks up the monotony of, oh, whenever I start a brand new save, this is what I do, and I always do this and that. It forces you to play the game differently. So you're not bored. Or maybe there's something that you never use, and the expedition forces you to use it, and you're like, actually, you know what? I like that. I've never used it before, but that's actually pretty smart. So I appreciate the expeditions. I love them. Got to find some animals. We need 3 animals here. What is that? Is that copper? That is copper. Holy cow. Yeah, give me some copper. I'm going to need some fuel for my hyperdrive anyway, so let's do this while we're here. Boom, boom, boom. No nearby hotspots. Dang it. Okay, cool. I think I'll check this one out. Yes, Adam, definitely. And the worst thing that can happen is you start playing it and you're like, actually, this is not fun. I don't like it. You can just stop. You can delete the save and never go back. You don't have to do it. But I always recommend doing it simply for at least for getting these special items that they give. But you can do it, and I think it also improves your experience because a lot of people, they get kind of, especially me, get stuck in their ways of this is how I do it all the time. And there might be a different way to do it. And you're like, oh, okay, I like it. Actually, this works way better or whatever. Or you can say, hey, I've never thought of that stuff, and thank God, because I'll never use it again. Nope, we have a gas. Yes, let's go pinpoint some gas over here. Let's pop this in here. Boom. And I can make some, that out of the Utopia base. Oh, yeah, we have to go back to our base. Lord knows, can't make anything out of your base. Jason is amazing. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the lies, the sweet lies you tell about me, Heather. I really need to finish Starfield. Heather, you got to. But, I mean, we have Expedition replays. Expedition replays are happening right now, Heather. I will say, you probably want to you probably want to finish Starfield simply because we have no idea when the new game from Hello Games is coming out. The Light No Fire. But, it could be out next week. I doubt it. I don't think it's going to be that close, but you never know when it's coming. They could announce like in January. They could be, oh yeah, it's coming out, blah, 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 whatever day. And it's like, oh crap. I got to finish up Starfield before that. There we go. Bro, the space station looks so cool, right? Yeah, the red one. Or are you talking about the new one in the update, dude? New update space station. I cannot wait to get in there. That is... How many of you played in the Beyond update? Because we had a complete overhaul of the Space Anomaly. A long, long time ago, the Space Anomaly was just a single room that had Polo and Nada in it, and that was it. And then the Beyond update came out in 2019, and it completely changed the Space Anomaly, and it was insane looking. You were like, oh my god, that's crazy. It completely changed it all. And I feel like that's about to happen with space stations. They look different on the outside and the inside. It is ridiculous how much it changed. There's 3 different levels to it. They have a whole complete area for, like, dude, I don't want to brag or anything, but I kind of was saying, hey, look, we need to have new space stations, and we need to get a new floor plan. We need to have a whole section just for your ships. We need to have a whole section just for your suits. And it looks like they're doing exactly that. They're doing exactly that. All right. Need to make some fuel here. Boom. So we're doing the last one. We're gonna see how long it took us after we beat the expedition. I'm gonna exit out and we're gonna see how long it took. So we need to leave this system. Oh God, what? We need to leave the system, right? Not the galaxy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully it's not the galaxy. Okay, yeah, it's just the system. I was going to say, I thought for a second I had to leave the galaxy. I was like, oh God, I'm 700,000 away. That's going to take a long time. Maurice says, you were asking what I am excited for. Well, both. And man, I love that new game they announced. Dude, both. 100%. That's why both is in the chat. You can do both if you want. Yep, took the Utopia exterior. Done. So we have everything done. We are finished. So let me get in here. Boom, boom, boom. Phase 5. And we got our speeder. There it is. Boom. Cannot collect. Oh, I need to exit. Okay. I need to be on the ground. That way it can land for me. All right, let's land. Let's land here. We finished the expedition in under 3 hours. I'm guessing 2.5, but we'll see. And we could probably even... I made a whole bunch of mistakes, and I messed up a lot, so we could probably get it down under 2 hours. All right, so let's do this real fast. Let's collect our speeder. Look at that! Yeah, look at that speeder! Oh, yes! It looks like a Batman-type ship. I love it. Expedition over. Congratulations! You beat the expedition. Done. So let's make a save real fast. Let's get out of here. Let's make a save. Mode select. And how long do you guys think it took? Anything new in the replay? I didn't see anything new in this week anyway. They will have an expedition that has the golden vector. That's new. I mean, not new, but that's the first time in a long time they've actually had that in the replay. But other than that, nothing really like that stands out like, oh, you got to do that. Not this week anyway. 2 hours, 35 minutes. 2 hours, 35. So, and I mean, I messed up a lot. We could probably get that down easily under 2 hours. Easily under 2 hours. So, guys, that is awesome. Expedition is done. Right, already, first day. It only took us 2.5 hours to do it. So they are shorter because the expedition only lasts for 1 week. Remember, guys, it only lasts for 1 week. So you want to get in there and you want to make sure to get it done before the expedition is over. We'll try the speed run tomorrow. Nice, do it, Simon, do it. Gazoodle, almost. I wish 2 hours and 10. I wish 2 hours and 10. Do you have a playlist for the cartographer expedition? I do. You can check my, if you check my channel, I have a playlist for all of them. However, don't get too crazy for the cartographer because the replays are going to be shortened because they're only a week long. So some of the milestones are going to change simply because if they just replay the exact same thing, it would take you a long time to do it. And because they're condensed down to 1 week, they need to trim it and adjust some of the milestones, so they will be a little bit different. That's why I'm going to make guides for all the replay expeditions because they're going to be a little bit different. Jason just sent you a DM with the game I thought was new, but it is actually a month old. Oh, okay. No worries, man. I will check that out, Mark. Thank you. I'm ready to get the golden vector. I think it's 2 weeks from now. I think it's right before Christmas, Ollie. Right before Christmas is when the golden vector appears. Well, hopefully you guys like the stream today. If you did, hit that like button before we go. And we're going to go raid Ricey's Starship Emporium. He is doing community night in No Man's Sky every Friday night. Ricey's Starship Emporium, Flowery Squirrel, some creators get together and they have a community night where we invite everyone in and they share like different animals. Like if you want a cool pet, you want a cool starship, they're sharing all that kind of stuff there and just basically hanging out and racing and doing all that kind of stuff. So I will see you guys over at Ricey Starship Emporium's stream. I am probably going to get off and eat something and probably pass out because I am tired. But hopefully you guys had fun today, and I will see you guys on Monday. I will be putting out videos over the weekend, of course, but a live stream on Monday for Valheim. So I will see you guys then.